Yeah, yeah. Now the show is about to start. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Now the show is about to start. It's about to start. Oh yeah, ladies. Now the show is about to start. Yeah. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. VLenore, VLenore. Yeah. Giving you celebrity gossip. What's going on in the news? She'll talk about beauty, interview your favorite celebs too. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. VLenore, VLenore. Oh. Na, na, na. Yeah. Now the show is about to start, ladies and gentlemen. Now the show is about to start. It's about to start. Oh yeah, ladies. Yeah. Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. The VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. VLenore, VLenore. Yeah.
Giving you celebrity gossip, what's going on in the news. She'll talk about beauty, interview your favorite celebs too. Get ready,
Get ready,
get ready,
get ready.
get ready.
Come on and join the VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. The VLenore show. That's the girl you need to know. VLenore,
Well, hello, lovers. It is Monday, and we are here, baby, and rocking and ready on Monday. Okay, for many of you, you are ending your day right about now. I am so excited for you. Won't God do it? Got you all the way through this whole Monday, damn near. And for others, you're just halfway through, but that's okay. That's okay. We almost there. I'm gonna keep you occupied for at least the next couple hours or so. All right. FYI, hold on. FYI, immediately following this live, we are going to Zoom. Oh, yes, we are, because I owe y'all that. Okay. Why? Because my ass was exhausted. And to be honest with you, it's a wonder that I'm here right now. Y'all, do y'all know I have not been to sleep since I woke up yesterday morning, Sunday morning? I have not been to sleep. Okay. Something's really wrong with me. And I seem to have a decent amount of energy. I'm hungry as fuck right now. And I'm, you know, slightly stressed. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely fall out on tonight. But I hope you guys are having a good Monday. Mine I can't complain. I can't complain. Look, we've got so much stuff that we can talk about on today, honey. Um, we are going to cover at least three different court cases that have updates on today. All right. The first one being the LA Reid and Drew Dixon saga. That was hit it and quit it. Okay, they were supposed to start their trial on today for the SA case that Drew Dixon has against him. We'll go over that in just a little bit. Well, they settled. You know how fast you saw how fast Cassie and Diddy settled? Shit, this shit was faster than that. This shit was faster than I mean, I guess it wasn't. Let me take that back. I guess it wasn't faster because she did file it a while ago and then it was scheduled for today to start the trial. So I guess it's not the same thing. But baby, before the hearing did not get to start because he settled before they could. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So we're gonna talk about that. Then we need to touch on Jen and Christian, Jennifer Williams from Basketball Wives and her raggedy scammer husband, Christian. I said it. I said it. Yeah, we gotta talk about them because they also, the judge signed off on today that default motion, and it's done. He got a default judgment, and from what I understand, he got to pay the people $400,000. You heard me, Alteria, he gonna have to pay y'all $400,000. My God. Yes. Congratulations to you and Christian. That one right there, that one's for you. Okay, Christian and Jen. Jen, you really deserve this. Baby, I'm so sorry that you cannot find you a good man. I don't give a damn what you do. See, this enough to keep me single for life. Because these niggas come with too many problems, and them young bucks are even worse. Why she marry a man younger than my own child? Her old ass. Well, sit your ass down somewhere and stop running behind all these raggedy ass scammer ass men and murderers. Girl, you sure can't pick them. I thought I picked them bad, but baby, I ain't never picked all these people. Girl, you are down at the jailhouse recruiting niggas? Because baby. Oh my God. So we got to talk about them. And then last but not least, we are going to get into some Kandi and Todd bullshit, okay? Because they also had a hearing today. Now, I ain't gonna lie. From what I understand, a whole lot didn't happen today. So we're not gonna talk a whole lot about today because I don't really have much to say about today. But we are going to review one of his old videos like we did before, over there. And we're going to hear about some things he got to say about how shit be running around in their house. I mean, they can say that it's all hypothetical, but I don't give a damn. It sounded like the shit was real. I knew the shit was real at the time they was talking about it, and we gonna listen to the shit today because it's clear that the shit was real. Okay? It is real. So are y'all here for it? Did you hit the motherfucking like button? Huh? Well, I ain't supposed to be cussing like that yet. I'm supposed to give it 15, 20 minutes before I start cursing. Okay, let me stop with the cursing. Okay, are y'all ready? Okay, we're going to get into this bullshit. We are going to get into it. Let's start with LA Reid, shall we? Okay, no. Cancel. Take that down, child. Remove from the scene. Yes, remove that from the scene, child. That is not where you were supposed to go, girl. Okay, girl? Stop playing. Okay? Now, no, that's wrong too. That's wrong too, child. What is going? I thought I had it up. I thought I had this ish up. Okay, here we go. Child, I didn't have the ish up. I didn't. Native, this is what I'm talking about. We're gonna have to edit my bullshit out. Okay, anyway. All right. What's going on here? Okay, there. Okay, boom. All right. And we're back. Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. All right. Let me say hi to y'all before we really get into the bullshit. Hey, Lexi the Law Nerd. Hey, them folks. Okay, them folks says she in and out the bushes. Okay, boo. Hey, Old Man Johnson's farm. Hey, Lita. Hey, life ain't over. X too complicated. Hey, VLenore. Hi, girl. Hey, girl. How you doing, girl? Girl, I ain't seen you in a minute, girl. How you doing? Oh, I'm glad you stopped by, VLenore. Okay. Hey, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Hey, coffee is brewing. Wait, what you say? Oh, I hope you get Lexi the Law Nurse said, I hope you get some good rest tonight. Yeah, I think I will. Let me tell you something. I want to understand why my night meds, because see, there's certain medications I only take at nighttime because it will knock me out. Like when it's really, I don't know what I'm doing, but there are days when I feel absolutely nothing after taking my night meds. But most nights, it puts me to sleep within 45 minutes. But I have been up and I have had a lot of energy too. What is that about? I don't know what's going on, Lexi the Law Nerd, but I'm not even sleepy right now. It's really weird. It's weird. But anyway. Hey, the Real Brown Family Chronicles. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being my mod. And thank you for gifting one membership. V baby, who is coming? Janelle, thank you so much for being a new member of Club V. And to the Real Brown Family Chronicles, aka Nestle Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame, aka I know that other name that you are, but I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Okay. But thank you, boo. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Miss Niecy. Okay, look. Survival is my superpower. Just gifted one membership. Yep, that shit happened right there. And who got it? TB21TB. Okay, wait. TB21TB has just received a gifted membership from Survival is My Superpower. TB21TB. Make sure you thank Survival is My Superpower. Okay, TB21TB. Okay. What your mama call you? T? I'm gonna call you T. T or TB. Thank you, girl, for being here. I think it's girl. Welcome to Club V. And I hope you think Survival is My Superpower for hooking you up. And Survival is My Superpower. Thank you. Smooches. Okay. Let's see who else in here. No, she didn't. Oh, no, she didn't. Lexi the Law Nerd has gifted one membership. Look, we are going to members only after this live. All right, so just be ready. Okay. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all shit done now. Get shit settled. Start on dinner. Whatever the hell you need to do. Okay. You can be doing it during this live. And then, baby, we will see you over there at the Zoom. If you are a member of Club V, that's where we gonna be. Huh? If you a member of Club V, that is where we gonna be. Bars. Anyway, hey, Casty. Oh, Alteria! I meant to call you. I'm so glad you came. Hey, Alteria, how you doing, girl? I see attorney Simone Redwine is going live, you guys, at 8 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, to talk about the same shit. All right. But she's going in more detail. Ulterior, you got anyway, I'm gonna read the documents in a minute here. I'm gonna read them. Let's see who else. Southside Chi-Town. Okay, you in the clouds, boo. Okay, hey boo. Hey Pimp Pal 50. Hey the prestigious one. Hey Black but not bitter, boo. This article is compliments of Black but not bitter. Thank you. This portion of the show is sponsored by the one and only Black but not bitter. Okay? She is black. She is beautiful. She is bold. But she is not bitter. Okay? She is not bitter. Okay? All right. All right. Okay. Let's see. Lita. Okay, wait a minute. Hi, Lita. Lita said, I knew LA was settled. He didn't want his Diddy secrets to come out in court. I'm so disappointed. Me too. Me too, damn it. Me too. I want all these motherfuckers to go to court. I want all of the tea. Not a little bit of the tea, not parts of the tea, not this tea, that tea. No, I want all the tea. Damn it, man. He should have settled a long time ago, though. They should have made that shit right a long time ago. You know what you did to that woman. You know exactly what you did. And it's really effed up. And we'll get into it in a minute. Because she came to you for a safe space, you raggedy piece of shit, nigga. I'm sorry. We're not 20 minutes in. We're only 18 minutes in. I'm so sorry. I'm not supposed to be cussing like this shit. But the shit is ridiculous. And he's trash. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Thanks, Lita. Hey, Mixtures Monica. Southpaw Draw is a newest member of Club V. Welcome to Club V. Hey, the prestigious one. Now, this is a good way to start the new year. Yeah, putting these raggedy motherfuckers, getting them together. Getting them straight. Is that what you're talking about, child? This portion of the show is brought to you by the one and only Black but not bitter. She is black. She is beautiful. She is bold. But she is not bitter. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Yes, ma'am. That's what have happened. Hey, Major's wife, Fraydella Lewis. How y'all doing on today? Okay, let's get into this tea. We got too much to cover, too much shit to do, and I got to be done with all of it by 8 p.m. because my friend Native Tribe Urban Media is going live. Because he only does it on Mondays. So I got to hurry up because he only do it, he'll do it on Monday. So let me get out his way because you know how it be the other days of the week. He gonna do it on Monday though. All right, so I gotta get out his damn way. All right, okay, so let's get into the bullshit. All right. So I said this is from Billboard Pro, as in billboard.com, is giving us the tea. Wait a minute. Hey Rena. Hey V, how this morning is Christian's aunt? How is Christian's aunt this morning? Is that what you mean? Child, I don't know. She had a lot to fucking say when we're gonna get into that in a minute. Okay, let me get this LA Reid stuff out the way. We gonna hit it and quit LA Reid. Then we gonna hit and quit Christian, kind of, sorta, unless Alteria wants to come up. But I'm gonna make it, pretty brief because I want to spend some time on the Todd and Kandi thing. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So LA Reid settles his SA lawsuit on on morning of trial to avoid courtroom showdown. You heard me? Mm-hmm. He was on that shit first thing this morning. They couldn't even start the freaking hearing because he was out here trying to settle, child. So it says the veteran record exec had been set to face a jury on ex air. What does he do now? Is he still at Arista? I'm just wondering if he's still at Arista. Okay. So it says the veteran record exec had been set to face a jury on ex Arista A&R Drew Dixon's allegations that he SA'd her and blackballed her from the industry. Okay. The music exec Antonio L.A. Reid has reached a settlement with former Arista A&R Drew Dixon to end her harassment and assault lawsuit against him, averting a jury trial that had been set to start on Monday, January 12th, today. It's a whole lot of shit happened today. Why everybody at the courthouse on the day or getting shit signed off on today or over there talking to judges on today? A lot of shit happening on January 12th, 2026. Okay. Dixon's 2023 lawsuit. Oh, she filed this shit in 2023. My God. Dixon's 2023 lawsuit alleged that Reid, who headed up LaFace, Arista, Island, Def Jam, and Epic over the course of a storied career, sexually harassed her repeatedly and then forcibly kissed and groped her twice in 2001. He has strongly denied the allegations. Bullshit. I believe it all day, every day. And I want people to be clear about something. SA, and I've said this before, so some of you will be hearing me say it for the umpteenth time, but I really want to make this clear to you that someone does not have to be great in order to be considered SA. No penetration per se has to be involved. Let's just be quite honest. If someone touches you inappropriately, if someone touches you or kisses you or grabs you, look, I don't give a damn if they touch you on your shoulder if you tell them to stop, because that is key, right? There can't be any unwanted touch. So if somebody touches you and it's unwanted, you need to tell them this is not wanted. Hey, First Lady, this is not what I want. Don't do this to me. Oh, wait, what? Wait, is this Christina CW? Girl, you know they done changed the names on this damn thing. Is this CW or is this another I? Who is this child? Because you know the names. I don't even know who I'm talking to half the time these days. But girl, it's good to see you. Okay, wait, just tell me who you are because I'm going to come to you as soon as I'm done with this little story right here. But I want y'all to know that if anybody ever touches you inappropriately, you tell them no, and they do it again, whether they touch you on your wrist, whether they, oh, that's right, because the prestigious one, aren't you, this Nene, right? The prestigious one? Child, I forgot y'all stuff. Okay. And then that was CW. Hey, CW girl. Okay. I think I got y'all down. Yeah. Not CW. No, not CW. I mean CW. How about that? Should I say that? CW. Auntie Christina. Okay? That's who it is. My God. Too many. Yes. Hi, Nene. Hi. Okay. All right. So back to this. I just want you to know. So the fact that she is suing, she has every right to do so. She has every right to do so. Because S harassment, that's typically just words. it's words, it's visuals, it's pictures, it's graphics on a t-shirt, it is words in a book, it could be it also can be the retelling of a situation. If somebody, and I had to explain this to somebody the other, who was I talking to? Who was I talking to? What were we on with Lexi Moon? I think we might have been on with Lexi Moon. I was talking to somebody recently, and we were talking about the fact that there are different forms of harassment. Even like if we're in a workspace, now mind you, I most of this what I do know. Hey, Miss Lady, what most of what I do know and understand um about it's because SHSA. I'm using these terms for those that may be new to the channel and new to YouTube. There's certain things we cannot say. So we will use terms like SA to describe assault that is done uh, 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 through SEX. Um, And then right now we're talking about harassment. And harassment is typically words, visuals, that sort of thing, right? So even if I'm talking to someone and I'm telling them a story, if they are offended, then that's on them. If hold on one second. Hold on, y'all. Okay. I apologize. All right. So what was I saying? Uh uh um SA. Okay, so SH. Okay. So if somebody, let's say somebody's telling a story and they're talking to someone, and the person they're talking to that they're telling the story to is offended by the story they're telling. Let's say they're telling a story about what they did with their boyfriend last night, or maybe they talk about what they saw someone doing or what they want to do or anything like that. That is simply um that is harassment for sure. That is harassment. If you are talking to me but a third party hears it and we're not talking to them, they just happen to be in earshot of our conversation, and we are talking about something nasty, or we're talking about a scene from a movie we saw last night. If that person listening feels offended or awkward or uncomfortable in any way, that is third party harassment. Some will say, well, why are they listening anyway? I've been talking to them. In certain spaces, you shouldn't be talking about certain things anyway. So in certain spaces, I mean like in your workplace, because that's mainly what I know about SASH, that type of stuff. I would teach, but I would teach it with the idea of being in the workplace in mind, right? So that is just something to be aware of, that somebody can say something that is harassing, and get this, words do bother people. Okay. I told y'all I was being SH'd on a daily basis from my boss in the 90s. Okay. On a daily. It made me very uncomfortable. And I would dread going to work because he wasn't just um a harasser. He was also I guess that was a form of harassment too. He was volatile at times. So sometimes he'd come in calling us a bunch of MFs, and this is some bullshit, and we got to do this, and because he was the owner, he could cut the food. Now, mind you, there was a woman that had worked there prior to me, and her ass was suing him, but I didn't know too much about that shit, you know? I didn't know too much about it at all. So, fast forward, when I started to learn more about harassment and sex assault, then I started to remember all the times I've been harassed in my life, right? And I've been sort of taught to tuck those feelings away, or know that men will just be men, and You just got to learn how to curve this and that, that kind of thing. When in fact, those words and those experiences can still be hard for people to get past. All right. So when you take it a step further and now you're touching people, now I'm not safe at all. I'm not safe from anything, because if you're touching me unwanted and doing shit like that, then what else might you do? Okay, so let's get back into it. Dixon's 2023 lawsuit alleged that Reid, who headed up LaFace, Arista, Island, Def Jam, and Epic over the course of a storied career, actually harassed her repeatedly and then forcibly kissed and groped her twice in 2001. He has strongly denied the allegations. Let me say this again. The reason why people might say she sued for that, yeah, she should have. She fucking should have. And if that nigga wasn't dead that was harassing the fuck out of me, I'd probably consider suing his ass too. But that's neither here nor there. That's not about me. Let me tell you right now, there are people right now, I said people, that have touched me inappropriately. And now, when I talk about this is separate from, because I have explained that I am a victim. Okay. But I'm not even talking about that scenario. Okay. I'm talking about just in general, just in passing. There have been men who thought they could just do what the fuck they wanted to do. And there were times when I didn't say a thing other than stop or whatever. And that shit baby, that shit still lives in me. Seriously. It still lives in me. That's right, UK Poodle. Unwanted. Yes, unwanted advances. That is the problemo. Okay. Wait. What's that? Uh-oh. What'd you say up here? SH, no physical contact. Very, absolutely correct. And SA is the physical contact. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Lady. Girl, I know this ain't accurate because I know you've had some things with your page or whatever too, because I know this ain't accurate, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. Baby, this says right here that ain't been a member for 3 or 6 or 7 months. She been a damn member for 8 months. Now, with that said, that's a lie from the pit of hell, because this lady been supporting me since I got over here. This lady been over here being a member for years, it feels like, but it's been, it's definitely been more than 8 months. But thank you so much, Miss Lady, for being here, for always supporting me and the channel. Love you to pieces, okay? All right. Hey, Andrea. All right. Okay. So anyway, I still live with some of those thoughts. When I see those people, do you understand? I don't even talk to them for the most part. Wait, Miss Lady said, YouTube is a lie. I said, I know that's a damn lie. That lady been over here. What is she talking about? YouTube. Anyway, love you, Miss Lady. So, anyway, that still bothers me. There are certain people that I've seen. Like, let me tell you this. For example, there have been men that, even at my church, Jesus, I could think of 2 in particular, my God. One was, let me just say that, them people that want to give you a hug, but they hold you a little too tight. Or, the folks who will grab you or will put their hand in the small of your back You know what I'm talking about? That bullshit right there. I had a this is another boss, but I knew this boss most of my life. So anyway, it's just I don't even. I worked for him for a minute, and I remember we were walking out. We had just gone to a radio interview because he was being interviewed on the radio, and I went along with him. And as we were walking out of the radio station, he looked over at me, and I looked at him because we're walking out. And I just looked at him, and he looked, and he was smiling at me, and I was like, I mean, I mean, it just seemed weird. We rode together, we're leaving together, all that. So the fact that we would walk outside the doors and then, we're walking down the sidewalk side by side, and he turns and he looks at me. I think maybe I had just got my hair cut. Maybe. I'm gonna go with that. I don't know that that's true. But this Negro put his hand in the back of my head, towards the back of my neck. Um, if you have long hair and a man walks up to you or something, and then he like grabs your, if you had long hair now, imagine long hair, okay? And let's say a man walked up to you and just grabbed your hair and start messing with your hair. Like, wouldn't that feel like a little uncomfortable? If it's not somebody that you're dating, right? It's a little uncomfortable. But baby, when you have short hair and the nigga grabs you by the back of my neck, like, no, 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 sir, no, sir, no, 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 we're not doing that. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't touch me like that. That's not even. Do, why you touch me like that? Give me a fucking break. I'm not doing it. So anyway, I don't like that shit. And those kind of things make me uncomfortable to this day. And when I see those people, I get flashes back of that shit where you're trying to be like with the men that were hugging me and grabbing me a little too tight and holding on a little too long and shit in church. And and they are a one was a deacon and the other one, shall I say, girl, it ain't go, girl, you ain't lying, so just say it. But I don't want to say it because it sound, go ahead, tell him. I don't know if should I really tell him? Go ahead, tell him. Okay. You think they going to tell somebody? I hope they don't tell nobody because I want to talk about it. But anyway, one was the deacon, a deacon, and the other one, I hate to let this roll off my tongue, but it's the facts, Jack. He was a youth pastor. You heard me. He was a motherfucking youth pastor. That was not. That's not the sound I wanted to make. Sorry. Yeah. He was a motherfucking youth pastor. And I don't think we had a youth pastor after that. I mean, because he got into some other trouble, and I think I've mentioned it before, but yeah, he got into some other trouble. He was an ex-cop too, and he did some foul shit, and then he got fired, and it was all on the news. And this nigga was taking me back and forth to church sometimes. I was babysitting his kids, and he was married, and it was just very uncomfortable. It was very, very fucking uncomfortable. So that shit really upsets me even to this day. So I can only imagine someone actually grabs you, kisses you, and you went to them for a safe space. And I'll explain that in a minute. Okay. So let's see what she says here. A trial had been scheduled to start this week in New York federal court with stars like John Legend set to testify. But on Monday morning, those proceedings never started. And in a statement later that morning, Dixon's lawyers announced that a settlement had been reached to avoid the showdown. Drew Dixon is an extraordinarily talented music executive, and this resolution will empower her to move forward with her creative pursuits on her own terms. With her reputation, her voice, and her career reaffirmed, said Kenya Davis, Dixon's lead attorney at the firm, I think is Boyes Schiller Flexner. In the same statement, Dixon herself said, in a world where good news is often hard to find, I hope for survivors that today is a ray of light peeking through the clouds. When, hold on. When reached by Billboard, Reid's attorney, is it Imran? Imran H. Ansari? Confirmed the settlement and said Mr. Reid has amicably resolved this matter with Miss Dixon without any admission of liability. You can say this nigga ain't admit to shit, but as far as I'm concerned, he admitted to all the shit. As far as I am concerned, this nigga had 2 years. He had 2 years to settle this shit with this lady. Filed this in 2023. He had 2 years to resolve this. So the fact that he waited until the day of the trial because his ass got scared that all his dirty fucking laundry was going to come out before the entire world, he decided to shut that shit down. I see you, nigga. I see you. You are trash. Okay. Anyway. All right. Terms of the settlement agreement were not publicly disclosed in court filings, including whether any money will be paid as part of the deal. Nigga, you know money will be paid. You know money will be paid. Give me a damn fucking break. Okay. Both sides declined to offer more details. Yeah, because they can't. But just because it can't don't mean it didn't happen, child. We know it happened. For years, one of the music industry's top executives, Reid, left Epic in 2017 amid allegations of sexual harassment from a female assistant. You see how trash these motherfuckers are? That's why you can't let them get away with shit. Because they will turn around and do the next one like they did you and hope and pray that they don't say shit like you didn't say shit. And so it just continues and continues and fucking continues. I'm sorry. I did a lot of cussing today. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Okay. It's just that this shit fires me up because I get it. The fuck? In 2023, Dixon added new accusations against him, claiming he had harassed and SA'd her while she worked under him at Airson. Now, I remember her telling that story, and then had essentially scuttled her career after she rebuffed the advances. In her suit, Dixon detailed an alleged 2001 incident in which Reid sat next to her on a private plane and digitally penetrated her vulva without her consent. My God, today. That just triggered me. I ain't trying to be funny. That just triggered me. During a car ride months later, she said Reid began to grope and kiss her and then again SA her in the same manner. She also claimed Reid retaliated after she pushed back, including by interfering with her efforts to sign then little known artists Legend and Kanye West. She discovered Kanye and John Legend, or, so to speak. After allegedly bringing in West for an audition, she claimed Reid passed on the rapper and then proceeded to berate Miss Dixon in front of the whole A&R department about how bad she was at her job and what a waste of time the audition had been, all while Kanye waited in the lobby. Now, let's be clear about something. Those are two of the biggest stars in the world, whether you like them or not, whether or not we think somebody crazy or not, whether we think somebody gay or not, whatever we be thinking about these people, you ain't got to like them. But what you do got to know, what you must do, is acknowledge the fact that those are two of the biggest stars in the world in music industry. So it is what it is, what it is. And the fact that she passed, I mean, he passed on it. I bet he feel a fool now. I bet he feel a damn fool. Okay. So Dixon says she left Arista in 2002 because she believed Reid would continue to stifle her career. In the years since, she says she has been essentially blackballed because she has spoken out. In court filings, Reid said he admittedly adamantly denies the allegations, arguing that they were disproven by repeated admissions Dixon has made in prior writings and interviews, exculpating exculpating Reid of any physical misconduct. But see, I have personally heard this lady tell this story. I didn't know about I just knew that he had assaulted her, and she says this in her documentary. You guys need to check out the documentary. It's called On the Record. And it is, I believe you can probably find it on HBO Max. That's where it was first debuted. They tried to block it at first from being released. When it was first released on HBO Max, it did not show up in every city, in every region. And it was believed that Russell Simmons had a lot to do with it because she had a case against Russell Simmons. That documentary On the Record is about her interactions with Russell Simmons, who also, well, he didn't just assault her by touching. That mother sucker took it. Okay? He took her. He was slick as fuck too about it. How he tried. It's just ridiculous. These people are something else. It's sick, if you ask me. But nevertheless, you should watch it because it's very telling, because she talks about Russell Simmons, which is why this nigga is in Bali right now and scared to come back here. Okay? Because he knows she was on that ass. And so were about 14 other women. He had at least 13, 15 women came out here talking about how he has SA'd them in a similar fashion. And we're not even going to go down the path of the fact that this motherfucker, as far as I'm concerned, was a Pedialyte. A damn Pedialyte. Because he got with Kimura. He met her when she was, 13, 14 years old and shit? Anyway, let's get back over here. Writings, physical content. Okay. He also argued that the case should be dismissed under the statute of limitations, but those efforts were denied by the judge. Ahead of the planned trial, Reid has struggled to field a legal team. He was previously represented by Powerhouse entertainment lawyer Sean Hawley. Y'all know who Sean Hawley is? She was like Johnny Cochran's right hand, baby. And then the other black guy was the left. I can't think of his name. But anyway, Sean Hawley, all right, who also, by the way, I think she was initially Tory Lanez's attorney. And kind of find out she was also working with Rock Nation. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. So again, he was previously represented by Powerhouse entertainment lawyer Sean Hawley, but her firm withdrew from the case after he fell behind on legal bills. Excuse me, sir? What was that? Say what now? L.A. Reid fell behind L.A. Reid fell behind with the legal bills. Okay. But her firm withdrew the case because he fell behind on legal bills. He briefly faced the prospect of going to trial without any lawyers at all. What? What? What is going on with L.A. Reid's pockets? Now, is this a way to act like you ain't got no money so this woman can't get no money? What do you mean he fell behind on his legal bills? What do you mean he considered going to court with no lawyers? I'm gonna need you to make this plain for me because I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Okay. I can't get over that. He briefly faced the prospect of going to trial without any lawyers at all, but later retained Ansari and other lawyers from the firm Adela, Bertuna, and Kamens. All right. Dixon has also leveled abuse allegations against Russell Simmons, who founded Def Jam Recordings in 1984 and later built a formidable hip hop empire. She and two other women accused him of SA in a wide ranging 2017 article by the New York Times. Then she did so again as part of a 2020 documentary film that featured interviews with numerous alleged victims. She later also sued him for libel, claiming he had defamed her by suggesting during an interview that she was lying about the incident. Now, right there, she's talking about Russell Simmons. But let me tell you why I say, because I thought it might come up in this article, and it didn't. So let me just tell y'all this real quick and we're going to move on. All right. The reason why I said that she came to L.A. Reid as a safe haven is because she was working for Def Jam and Russell Simmons attempted to grape on more than one occasion. He attempted to. He was successful one of those times, but he attempted to do it on more than one occasion. She tried her best never to put herself in a position where she would be alone with him. She didn't want to like really even be in the car with him alone. But because that the first time it happened to her, I think he tried to touch her or kiss her. He tried to do something in the car, and she, brushed it off and she said no. Now, mind you, this woman is really talented. She was a professional. She actually came from a good family. Her mother was like a senator or something. She was a congressperson or something. And so she came from prestige to some degree. She knew people, right? Before she even got in the industry. And then she does her job and does it well. She is a beautiful woman, but her beauty didn't play a part in the work that she was doing. That part. Okay? Motherfucker. I'm telling you, these people are trash. They are trash. So anyway, he had tried her twice. The second time he actually did it. It was like several months later. It wasn't even like back to back. And it may have even been a year later. I can't even remember, but it was a significant amount of time, I guess, it passed. And this time he tricked her into coming into his house, acting like he had a demo for her to pick up that was at the house. And so when she came to the door, he let her in and he said, "Hey, just going in there. It should be in the living room somewhere." So she goes looking in the living room. She can't find it. So she yells back, "Hey, I can't find it." He was like, "Oh, you know what? Check over in the so-and-so area. It might be over there." So she goes over there and she looks. Do you know she turns the fuck around? And next thing you know, this nigga is butt ass naked. Russell Simmons, butt ass naked. Now she A&R. I think she was director of A&R at the time. Okay? This lady's serious about her shit. She wanted to hear the damn demo or get the demo because that's her fucking job. And she didn't even want to go to his house. But since she got over there, he came out butt ass naked, grabbed her, and took it. Okay. I don't want to use the word, so that's what I'm saying took it. Just trash. You hear me? Just freaking trash. So when all this happened, she reported it to LA Reid. And the reason being is because LA Reid was the head of Arista, and Arista was the parent company to Def Jam. So what he decided was, here, this is what we want to do. How about you come work for me? So basically, hey, God created black. She is the daughter of Sharon Pratt Kelly, mayor of DC. Follow me. Oh, she was the mayor. But wait, wasn't she something before the mayor though? Shut up. She was the mayor of DC? I didn't even fucking know that. But I knew she was a politician. And wasn't she something else before mayor? Because I'm pretty sure what I heard was not mayor. So was she something else before that? God created black. But nevertheless, child, he says, well, you're going to come work for me. So he took her off Russell's hands, let Russell get away scot-free, and then just brought her over to work with him, allegedly, so she could continue to do the good work that she had been doing. And they were going to leave it like that. Okay. Only for this motherfucker to turn around and do the same shit to her. That shit is trash. I hate him more than I hate Russell Simmons, because you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were getting, and you took that woman in a vulnerable state, let her believe that you were going to be her safe haven, only for you to fuck around and do the same monstrous shit that he did. I'm cussing a lot, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm cussing so much. I had a lot going on in the last couple of days. I've had a lot of pent up frustration. Now I think I'm letting it all out now. Okay. I think that's what's happening. Thank you, Say said, hi, everyone. We have 62 likes and 123 people in the chat. Let's get those likes up. Okay. Could you? Would you? Please hook a sister up. So anyway, I don't like him because of that. And I'm done with this motherfucker. I don't want to talk about him no more. Not today, anyway. What I will say is this. I think I told y'all a story that I knew of a girl. This is the thing that gets me about him. And it kind of just, okay, so I knew this girl. Okay, I'm going to say, I don't know her. Honestly, she was a friend of a friend. I'll put it that way. I didn't know her, but when I lived in Atlanta, she would come often. She'd come a couple times a year to visit one of my girlfriends, who was like a big sister to me. So when she came to town, the three of us are going to hang out, right? Her name was Toya. I'm going to give y'all that much because that's all I remember about her. She's a pretty girl. That much I do remember, that she was pretty and that her name was Toya. And that she used to work for LA Reid at Arista, I believe, because I don't think it was at LaFace. No, that's a lie. It was at LaFace. So, or was it? It was one or the other. For whatever reason, I feel like it was at Arista. But nevertheless, Toya used to be the receptionist. For whatever reason, I'm going to say, you know what? It might have, what was it? I think maybe it was Arista. Okay. So anyway, she's working as a receptionist and he is an executive at Arista. So he starts dating her. They start dating so heavy that, she ends up moving in with him. Okay. Fast forward, I remember she told me this story. She told me and my friend the story, and she was saying how Pebbles would come in, because she was signed to Arista, right? And so she was, in and out of the office or whatever. And evidently she and LA were messing around or whatever. But but Toya is the receptionist at the label. So she sees everybody who's coming and going and that sort of thing. And she said that Pebbles would always be kind of like a bitch. Basically, she said Pebbles was a bitch. Okay, it is what it is. That's what she has said. Okay, I don't know that lady, but I believe her. So anyway, so she said that Pebbles would come in and out, whatever, and she, she was like a bitch, whatever. So she said, fast forward, she's living with L.A. Reid. She told me this story in 1995. Yeah, for sure. It was 1995. That's when she told me this damn story. Hey, Bella. And she said that one day she was at the house, at LA's house, because they live together, right? And someone's at the door. So she goes to the door, child, to answer the door. And when she answers the door, it's Pebbles. Okay. She said Pebbles walked in because this is a big, beautiful, grand home, apparently. Okay. And Toya said she opened the door and Pebbles walked in. This was Pebbles' first time at the house, right? So Pebbles walks into the foyer, turns around, looks around, and says, and looks back at her in her face and says, this will be my house next. Or this is going to be my house. Said it to Toya to her face, child. Yes, she did. Told her to her face, that's going to be my man. I'm taking your man. And this is going to be my house. And by God, if she didn't tell the truth about that, Jack, okay? And I can't even remember exactly how they broke up or whatever. But to me, in my mind, the way my mind left it was that's the damn reason why her and LA probably broke up, because Pebbles made her move and that was it, and that was all. Okay. So there, that happened. Okay. CJ said there is a mogul by Terrence Dean. It's about, okay, it's a book. Okay. There's a book called Mogul by Terrence Dean. It's about an A&R guy who is gay and how the industry uses young men, the parties, and more. It's a great read. Ooh, you gonna make me go get it. I'm gonna get it. Okay. So I give you that story because, to me, the fact that they're saying that he was accused of harassing other assistants that work for the label, these men think that because you are within hands reach, that they can use their hands and reach, and that's fucking crazy. Okay, Black but not bitter, get the hell out of here with that. Okay. I shouldn't be like that, because that lady has just sounded so mean sometimes coming out of that church. I know she's supposed to be a pastor right now and whatnot, but does she still have that church? Because I don't know. I don't know about Pebbles, child. I don't know about Pebbles. I tell you what else. I think he fucked Chili. I said it. I don't give a damn what he said. I don't give a fuck what Chili said. I think they fucked. I believe it. I don't give a damn. Pebbles didn't make that shit up. But see, how you get them is how you lose them. You took that man from that lady. I mean, I don't think you can take anybody from anybody, but you know what I mean. You went over there, you set your sights, you said what was going to be, and it happened. Right? So I feel, as far as I'm concerned, and I felt for her on that on some level, because she was a bitch to them girls in TLC. She was a bitch to them, no doubt about it. But Toni Braxton said she was so sweet to her, which is very interesting. But when Pebbles said that she think Chili slept with LA, I don't know these people, but I sure do believe it. I sure do. And the fact that this man is just fucking around with anything that's moving, If it's in arm's reach, he's trying to do something with it. You're disgusting, man. You're disgusting. I said it. CJ said, I have a guy friend from college and he's my frat brother. He worked for, wait, CJ, wait, okay. He's my frat brother. He worked for Arista during this time. He was a Christopher Williams or I'll be sure pretty boy. After this mess started, I always wonder, really? Hmm. I don't think that he's gay though. I mean, I have no reason to believe that, but that doesn't mean they don't do some freaky shit. I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't. I really don't know these people. Uh Pebble and Sherelle are cousins. Yes, they are. I love some Sherelle. Can't nobody, you can't tell me nothing about no damn Sherelle. Okay, I love Sherelle. Black Better said, not sure she was begging for money on social media during C19. Oh, was she? Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway. So anyway, that happened. Okay. Are we done with that part? Do we have any questions? Huh? If not, we are going to move on to the next damn story. What time did I start this live? Jesus. Come on, V. You know, oh girl. Okay, okay. All right. So let's get into the next one. Okay, the next thing we got to talk about, child, is what had happened over there at the courthouse with our good girl, Alteria, and her people, and Nene, and Auntie Christina, and everybody. Okay, all the names is on here. All right. So let me share my screen for this. And so today, so remember last week I came out here and I told you guys about what was going on with Christian's case, and that December 16th, the court gave him, a warning that this was about to go down, that a judgment was about to go down if he did not respond within a certain amount of time where he could pay and maybe, hold off on this whole judgment thing. But no, he didn't do a damn thing. Okay. Wait, Janatoy, what'd you say? LA used to mess with a gorgeous Ethiopian lady who was a friend of a relative, but I digress. See what I'm saying? He do too much. He do too much. Raggedy ass motherfucker. And you wouldn't even think this about these people, but that goes to show you how you don't know none of these people. Ugh. Oh my God. All right. So I told you that this was coming, right? Well, guess what? Today it came. Okay. Today it came. I'm going to have to do this piece by piece, and I can't even make it bigger, but let me just read it to you real quick, okay? On February 21st, 2025, plaintiffs filed this action against defendant Christian Walden, aka Christian Gold. Defendant was personally served pursuant to law on March 4th, 2025, and failed to answer or otherwise plead in the time permitted pursuant to whatever. Okay, on June 17th, 2025, plaintiffs filed their motion for default judgment. Defendant filed his response to plaintiff's motion for default judgment on August 8th. And subsequently, this court entered an order on plaintiff's motion for default judgment on December 16th. The order found defendant in default pursuant to this code and allowed defendant to open default if he pays court costs within 10 days of the date of the order. Okay? The order was signed and filed. Hold on one second. Okay. We bootleg, but we gonna get it. Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. You be all right. Hold on. Hold on. Relax. Relax yourself. Okay. There we go. All right. It says the clerk on December 16th, 2025. As of the date of this order, defendant has not paid court costs and remains in default. It is hereby ordered that the motion for entry of final judgment following default is granted pursuant to the OCGA, blah, blah, blah. Based on defendant's default, the allegations in the complaint are deemed admitted, including plaintiff's claims for liquidated damages of $120,430.86. Who is getting the 88 cents? I need to know. Huh? Who's getting the 86 cents? That's what I need to know. Okay. And how did you come up with 86 cents anyway? Anyway, okay. Okay. And treble damages under the Georgia Racketeering and Corrupt Organizations Act. It's a RICO, baby. It's a RICO. Okay, it's a whole ass RICO out here. All right, it's a civil RICO, but baby, I'm holding out hope. I think that there is a criminal RICO coming. I'm just saying. Now let's listen. All right. All right. Plaintiffs are awarded prejudgment interest accruing at 7% per annum from February 21st to 2020. I'm sorry. February 21st, 2025 until the date of this final judgment. Post-judgment interest shall accrue thereafter at the statutory rate until paid. It is hereby ordered, adjudged, and decreed that judgment is entered in favor of plaintiffs and against defendant in the total amounts as follows. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Number one, a judgment is hereby entered in favor of plaintiffs and against the defendant in the amount of $120,430.86. I said it, 86 cents, nigga. Which amount constitutes liquidated damages? Number two, plaintiff is awarded treble damages on the principal amount of $120,430.86, which is the amount of $361,292.58. By God, who give me the change? Take the change. I'll take the change. Let me tell y'all something right now. Native is probably listening. I was talking to him early. Native, you see, this is why Native was giving me a hard time because I have change in my cup holder in my fucking car. And he likes to bring that up from time to time. Native, what are these people supposed to do with that 58 cents and that 86 cents? They could put that shit in their cup holders. Fuck it. I'll take it. Alteria, give me the change. Shit, that should come in handy in my damn cup holder. The fuck? All right. Now, let's get into it. Plaintiff is awarded $361,292.58 pursuant to Georgia's Racketeering and Corrupt Organizations Act, which is also constitutes liquidated damages. Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me bring up this one last page I have to read. I couldn't bring them all up at the same time for whatever reason, child. Hold on one second. Hold on. All right. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Now, number three, plaintiffs are awarded prejudgment interest on the principal amount accruing at 7%, okay, from February 21st, 2025 to November 21st, 2025. And that amount is $6,322.62. The plaintiff's total award as of the date of this judgment is $367,625 and what? 20 cents. My God, my God. Which is immediately enforceable. Post-judgment interest at the statutory rate will accrue from the date of the judgment until the judgment is satisfied. Number 6 says the plaintiff's claims for attorney's fees and costs are hereby dismissed without prejudice. Okay. All right. The number 7 is the plaintiff's claims for punitive damages are hereby dismissed without prejudice. Okay. All right. So this is so ordered today on the 12th of January, 2026. Now, some of you may be saying, well, my God, well, how will they ever get their shit? Because they're not going to be able to get all this shit simply by selling off Jen's shoes, purses, jackets, clothing, and whatnot over there at the eBay. Okay, I told you yesterday or the other day that this lady was over there at the eBay trying to sell off everything in her damn closet. Now I told y'all that, and I don't think that that's how they're gonna be able to pay for this shit. I'm just saying, okay? I am just saying what I am saying. So call me crazy, but that's what I believe in my heart. All right. Okay. Now, let's see. Okay, there was something I want to read. So here's some things, just so you guys know, and then we'll move on to Todd and Kandi here in a second. Okay, so these are some things that should be noted about what's going on. I know I'm tripping, Reid. I ain't had no sleep. I think I'm just losing it. I just think I'm crazy because I ain't slept. I ain't ate either, but Native hates when I say that. Okay. Anyway, the prestigious one, would you say? Jennifer will be paying all that, honey. Will she really? Because, baby, I don't know that she got it like that. To be quite honest, Nene, I don't think she got it like that. She is over there selling her shoes, her boots, her panties. She is selling a lot of shit over there. Okay? I'm just playing. Okay? Don't be trying to come sue me. Don't come over here. Okay? You can't get blood from a turnip. You could try, but you just wasting your fucking time. Okay? That's all I know. So, anywho, I don't think Jennifer gonna be able to pay for all this, Nene, because the lady is over there selling her shit. And she's selling some Christian shit too. So I don't think they got it like that. They also ain't found no house in Vegas as of yet, from what I understand. But anyway, they over there keeping hope alive, I guess. That's what they over there doing. All right. Okay, so this is some things I think that can be done in order. Well, for one, Christian can get in more trouble if he's done certain things, and then it kind of gives a explanation of some things that they can do as far as the victims are concerned, that they can do to get the money. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of this off. Okay. So it says, if money or property was moved to spouse, transferred to relatives, shifted to LLCs, hidden after the lawsuit was found, that's they ass. Okay. Those are fraudulent transfer actions. Okay. If he if this happened, you can file a separate action to void those transfers, claw assets back, add transferees as defendants. So if he tried to move money over there to Jen's account or move money over there to his mama's account, because from what I understand, his mama done packed up and she moved. Now I don't know where the hell she went, but she done moved somewhere. Now I don't know if she went on to Vegas so she could get settled before they come, but I don't know. But she moved. Okay. Do you think she moved with the money? I don't know. Georgia courts take this very seriously, especially after judgment. What usually happens next in cases like this, realistically, one of three things happens. Number one, he pays or negotiates. Often after, uh, the bank accounts get frozen, subpoenas go out, and public records reflect liens. Number two, if he tries to hide assets, this often backfires and increases exposure. Number three, if he does nothing, then they will garnish. They will liens will sit, interest accrues, and judgment follows him for years. Okay. Now, the interrogatories and requests for production that says you can demand bank accounts, crypto wallets, business entities, income sources, contracts, trusts, property, vehicles, accounts held by spouse or businesses. And then failure to answer will get you contempt of court. Okay? Don't play with it. Okay? Don't play with it. What happens if Christian files bankruptcy? Well, first, the automatic stay, which is what pauses and what doesn't. So basically there will be a pause on everything, right? It says an automatic stay goes into effect. Most collection activity temporarily pauses. And this means that garnishments pause, levies pause, bank freezes must release future actions, but this pause is not permanent and it is not absolute. Second, most important, your judgment is very likely non-dischargeable. Because your judgment is based on fraud, false pretenses, false representations, Georgia RICO, intentional misconduct, and treble damages, it falls squarely under this code. Okay. The key bankruptcy exceptions that apply to you, talking about the plaintiffs, is fraud debts obtained by false pretenses, false representations, and actual fraud, which is not dischargeable. Willful and malicious injury debts for intentional harm, knowing misconduct are not dischargeable. And Georgia RICO's findings plus default admission satisfy this standard. Okay, now here's a critical point. Treble damages and attorney's fees tied to fraud are also non-dischargeable. He cannot discharge the principal and keep the penalties out. They rise and fall together. You hear that? Christian. Jen. What the fuck are you got yourself into this time? I thought you would have learned that after being with a whole murderer, I would have thought that after being with a whole murderer, that you would chill and stay away from these criminal prone motherfuckers. But evidently you ain't about that life. Okay. You about this life. So fine. Bottom line, post-judgment interest rate is 9.75% per year. Daily interest is about $98.20. Daily interest? Jesus. It keeps accruing daily until the judgment is paid. Nigga, are you for real? Jen, I hope that man did not transfer no money to you and then you turn around and transfer it to somebody else, because baby, that VH1 check, that Basketball Wives check, that's about to be Alteria and all of the plaintiffs check. Because they said if he moved it to you, then you can become a new defendant. Now that's what it said. I just read it. Okay. This increases the debtor's exposure over time, which strengthens your settlement leverage and enforcement position. All I got to say is shout out to Alteria, Kiki, Nene, Christina, and everybody else. Tobias, anybody I forgot, please note, charge it to my head, not my heart. Baby, I am happy for you. Congratulations. Hi, Native. Hi. Hi, honey. Hi. Hi. How are you? Hmm? 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 Hi, Native. Hi. Hi.
Take my heart in your hand. Being vulnerable doesn't make me less than a man. All I can do is promise you I will do the best I can to lift you up and be your biggest fan and give you all of this love. Harmony in the velvet quiet of a purple dust. A dream stirs gentle as a butterfly's wing. In it, a vision of a soul robust glimmers through the night, a celestial thing. Beneath the indigo sky saturated gaze, there dances a queen with midnight in her hair. Her eyes like stars that in the heavens blaze, capture the universe's boundless flare. Come get wrapped up in my love. Love, I promise that it won't cost a thing. Forever, I promise you with this ring. I want you wrapped up in my love. You and me in L-O-V-E. Ain't no place I'd rather be. In every line of form is gently traced, radiates the warmth of summer's embrace. Her laughter, a melody pure and clear, rings like chimes when only angels are near. She walks in beauty like the night's on muse. Her skin a canvas for the moon's soft hues. A spirit woven from the night's cool air, with whispers of jasmine caught in her hair. Come get wrapped up in my love. Love, I promise that it won't cost a thing. Forever, I promise you with this ring. I want you wrapped up in my love. You and me in L-O-V-E. Ain't no place I'd rather be. Oh, how the rivers of my dreams.
All right. All right. All right. And yeah. Oh, okay. There it goes. Let me calm down. That's my jam. Native. When I see you, Native, I just want to play something. Anyway, I know, right? CC is the jam, ain't it? Ain't it? Miss mad about music. Is you mad about that music? Cause girl, I am. I am mad about that music. Yes. Anyway, okay, back to this. What were we saying? Bottom line is, Jen, you done fucked up. Okay, Jen, you girl, you in danger. Okay, girl, you in danger. Christian, you know you done fucked up, right? Look, we can quote all kinds of fucking movies. We can do it all. We can quote all the motherfucking movies, okay? Anywho, look at Native. Look, Native, you over here. Don't be getting my chat all worked up. Okay? Child. Don't be getting them all, don't get them distracted, Native. Okay? Jesus. My God. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's all. Alteria, is there anything? Did I miss anything? Is there anything you want to add? I do need to probably be done with this segment within the next 5 to 10 minutes. But is there anything you would like to add, dear? I just want to say shout out to all of the plaintiffs um, that were part of, especially this first lawsuit. There is a second lawsuit that Christian is dealing with now, also. And then again, it sounds like some other things might be in the works. Okay, they are on that ass, Christian. They coming for you. And Jen, you may love this man, but this man, unless you on fuck shit, ma'am, unless you're on fuck shit, unless you about that life, Jen, you might need to get the fuck on. Now, I'm just saying that from woman to woman. Get the fuck on, because this little fool has got you out here selling your draws online. And that ain't right. It don't make no sense. You selling them yourself too. You didn't even have like your assistant set it up and do it separately. No, you got your shit come to you. That is not how it's normally done. Uh-oh. Nene said he don't love her back. Oh my God. Old Man Johnson's farm, she damn near is. I mean, okay, I didn't see no draws, but I did see shirts, jackets, purses, shoes, boots. I saw all kinds of shit. Saw some of his clothes. I saw a bunch of shit. I wouldn't be surprised if she ain't selling the draws too, child. Child. I don't know. I do not know, child. Okay, so that's what had happened. All right. Any questions? I don't see Alteria anywhere. Did Alteria come back? Okay. L-O-V-E. Ain't no place I'd rather be. That's my jam. Hey, the woman these shows. Okay, yeah, Christian scammer, Caramel. Caramel Nidra. Yeah, girl. The prestigious one, aka Nene, says narcissists never lose any of their supplies back. My God, my God. Oh, that's Christina. Wait, which one is Christina? Wait, I thought this was Christina. I thought Rena, aren't you Christina? You are Christina. But this is Nene. Yes, right? I'm pretty sure I got that right. Yeah, Bella, as far as I'm concerned, she might as well sell her draws. Maybe she's trying to see how this go, and then she'll throw the draws in. I don't know, but she is selling her shit out of her closet. Okay? These some rich bitches. Like, why didn't she just take all her shit and send it over there to a consignment shop somewhere and let somebody else do it? No, she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to do that. Okay, so because she needs all the coin. You know what I'm saying? She needs all of the coin. Okay, that's what I thought. Rena, I know. CW, I knew that was you, girl. Okay. Oh, thanks, Nene. Okay. All right, so let's move on. Are we good? Are we good with that? Okay, okay. Now, this last one, truth be told, I don't know exactly what happened today, but it doesn't sound like anything really happened. They had court today. This is Todd and Kandi. Okay, Kandi Burris and Todd Tucker. They are about to get divorced. Okay, they have filed for divorce. The divorce is slowly but surely revving up to something dirty. Okay, and just grimy as hell. Okay. It's getting there. So they're just kind of starting this stuff. But it seems like, for one, Todd wants custodial custody of the two younger children. Okay. I wouldn't say the kids are like 8 and like, I don't know, 5 or 6, something like that. Probably like 5, maybe. I think Blaze is like 5, maybe. And I know, I want to say Ace just turned 8, someone said last week. So those are the two children that they share together. Todd is asking for primary custody. Now here's the thing. Like, I bet they have joint custody, or really would be okay with joint custody. but he wants to be the custodial parent. This is an unpopular opinion, but I personally believe that this man has been playing this role for this long, for 8 years. He has been the main caregiver for them children. And I think y'all should keep it like that. That's my thoughts. I think y'all should keep it like that. I think y'all should let him. And look, I'm sure that he is not going to keep those kids from Kandi. I'm sure when she is off and she is home and she is not touring or filming or whatever it is, that he would be more than happy to take them kids right on over there so he too can get a break. Now that's just what I believe. I believe that. I believe that. And I personally feel like, well, here's the thing, Pen Pal, 50, when you get joint custody, at least I'm gonna tell you this is how it worked for me. I was sharing this earlier on Bougie's panel that, like, when my son was like 10 years old, he started traveling with his dad. Up until he was like 10, we didn't have no paperwork really talking about, who's gonna have what and what somebody was gonna pay me or whatever the fuck. Like, that was not something we didn't really do it like that. Okay. But when he got to be 10 years old, in order for there to be decisions that were made on behalf of my son, like from a medical standpoint or anything, he had to be the custodial parent, or he had not, I'm sorry, take that back. He had to have joint custody. He didn't have to be the custodial parent, but he had to have joint custody. So we had joint custody. But one parent typically is going to have the kids more than the other. There are some arrangements where it's half and half, right? Where, you get them half the time, I get them half the time. That's one thing. But what they had going on, Kandi was touring with Escape. Kandi was doing The Shy. Kandi was on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kandi was also doing, what's that show where you got to guess who that is in that damn costume? The Masked Singer. She had done that. She had done Broadway. They had put a show on Broadway together. Like, there's a lot that Kandi was doing. Now, there's things that Todd did with her, but the majority of everything came from Kandi and what Kandi had going on. Hey, Dimples Wimples. So my thought is, since he was home all the time anyway with the kids, why are we stopping that? Don't we want what's best for the children? Doesn't it make sense that if this is how they've lived their life, why not let them continue to live it like that? Shit, I had said earlier over there at Bougie's that I honestly feel like they should just let Todd live in the house next door. Like, duh. Why not let Todd live next door? The kids never have to move. Why can't they just do that? I mean, I know it sounds a little close for comfort, but they already had some unconventional sex life, to be quite honest. Like, you may not want your ex to know when you got company or when you dating or when somebody's coming to the house, but damn it, man, the way that y'all were rocking out, what difference does it make? Y'all had women in your bed all the time. Y'all know they do a lot of threesomes, right? That's how they get down. Hi, Barbara Willis. Yeah. The woman he chose said, don't punish her for being a working mom. Who's punishing her? Who's punishing her? Who's punishing her? She has always been a working mom, and the kids have been fine. Where? With him. So why all of a sudden now you just got to have them when you're still going to be doing all of these different jobs? Make it make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you, if you really don't want to disturb the peace of your children, right? You don't want your children to feel any kind of way, to feel like they got to uproot all the time, then and make it make sense. If she's on tour with Escape Where the kids gonna be? So the kids should stay at home with a nanny instead of just being with their dad and a nanny? That don't make no sense to me. Are we doing it because we're trying to be like, I don't think that's a punishment. I think what we're doing is punishing Todd and the kids if we don't give them the opportunity to continue what has already been the life of these children. That's the part I don't get. Like, I don't know why that is a punishment. Was it a punishment when she was going to work anyway? How is it last month it wasn't a punishment when she was traveling and working and doing all the stuff? But now, because y'all getting a divorce and he still wants to keep the kids, how's that? I don't understand. He's saying basically continue to do what you've been doing, basically. That's how I see it. Okay. So LV Dan said Todd traveled with her because she always wanted him around. They both said they had a nanny. He's trying to push a narrative to get a check. Okay, if you say so. Well, he's pushing it very well as far as I'm concerned, because that's all I see. I see, and look, I know that Kandi loves her kids. I truly believe she loves her kids. I truly believe he loves his kids. But we don't have to create a narrative. We know exactly what we saw. I know what I saw. I know the arguments they had talking about who was going to keep the kids in the first place, because remember she said he was going to have to be responsible for the children if they had them. They had them, and so he had to be responsible. But now all of a sudden it's a punishment to her if she don't have custodial custody. That don't make no sense to me. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. The woman in the show said, in my view, I see taking her kids away. Who's taking the kids away? No one's taking her kids away. Okay, let me read it. I see taking her kids away is a punishment. I feel like they should get joint custody. So she's supposed to continue to take care of him too. She is supposed to maintain. Look, I don't make the rules. Okay. And I know we don't like this, but if it was a woman, we wouldn't be saying as much, would we? But the truth of the matter is, if the children have a lifestyle that they have become accustomed to, it is up to these parents to ensure that their lifestyle does not change, especially if it doesn't have to, or you want it to change in the least amount possible, right? And it doesn't make sense that he should have to go live in a 3-bedroom apartment while she's living in this 2-house mansion estate. Huh? Does that make sense? Not to me. Do I think she should take care of him? No. And I think that Todd has earned money too along the way. Does he earn what she earns? Absolutely not. Of course not. But that doesn't mean he doesn't contribute. It doesn't mean that he doesn't partner well with her. I think they did. But for whatever reason, something happened and now it ain't working no more. But I do believe yes, if he's got the kids, she should pay child support just like any nigga would for the baby mama. Absolutely. I didn't choose this. She chose this. I didn't tell her to marry Todd. She said she was going to marry Todd. I didn't tell her to have no babies with him. She said she wanted to have babies with him. I didn't tell him that he better be available if we had these babies because the way I work and travel and shit. I didn't tell him that. I didn't do none of that. That's what they decided. So since that's what y'all decided, that's what y'all set up, then why should we look at this any different than we would if this was a man doing this with his baby mama? That's the part I think is just, it's not fair. It's not fair. Miss Mad About Music said, because now it's about the money and not the children. It's always about the money. It's always about the money and the children, if you ask me. because people feel like he will get a check, and he should. Now, I know that ain't, I know y'all didn't want to hear that. I know y'all didn't want to hear it. I know it. I know it. I know it. We can think he an asshole all day, all night. We can think he obnoxious as fuck. But what we cannot say, not from any evidence we have heard, but what we cannot say is that he a bad parent. We ain't never heard her say shit about his parenting. I ain't never heard him say anything about hers. My point is, why can't they have joint custody and he be the custodial parent? Because I got news for you. She gonna have to pay him regardless. She is going to have to pay him regardless. And what the way in which a lot of this calculation happens is they'll take her salary, they'll take his salary, and then they add and they divide it and they do all this shit and they come up with a figure that says, okay, this is what this person is eligible for, depending upon how much time you're spending with them. Look, I've been through this shit. I already know how this go. Okay, I know how this go. All right. And it is what it TI is. She set it up. This is what she planned for this, as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. He's a petty man, split everything acquired during the marriage, including the debt. He signed a prenuptial agreement. He didn't want her giving his daughter a good life, but now he wants the good life. Oh my God. I so disagree when I just disagree. I disagree so much. Because I know people keep saying this way. He didn't want his daughter to have. Do y'all think? Okay, let me ask. Let's start here. Do y'all think that Todd loves his oldest daughter? Because I'm gonna believe y'all don't think he love her. Because if y'all don't think he love her, then that would make sense that he would try to withhold goodness from her. Okay. But that's not what I saw. I saw a man who wanted to instill responsibility in his daughter. And he did not feel that a teenager should be graduating or getting a driver's license and then turn around getting, like, what was it, a Mercedes or some shit she got? It was some ridiculous vehicle because that's what she wanted to get her. And again, that's her money. She can do what she wants for her child. And that's great. But a lot of times people do that shit. Why? Because they're never around. Why? Because they feel guilty. As a matter of fact, Riley told her when she got pregnant with Ace, why are you trying to have another baby when you're never around? Huh? Oh, it was a Porsche? That's even worse. What the fuck is going on with these people? Not a Porsche. That's ridiculous. Hold on. Uh-oh. It was a Porsche. That's ridiculous, Lonnie. What were they thinking? So anyway, I just honestly, I don't know what caused their relationship to break up. I don't know what the cause is, but everyone has jumped out off a ledge and Todd is wrong. Todd shouldn't have no money. I think Todd been with this woman for 10 years married and 12 years altogether. They got 2 children together, multiple properties, which you will hear that. I want to say, is it this live? But they talk about the fact, no, it's not this one, it's another one. But they talk about having multiple properties together. They have had businesses they ran together. I'm trying to understand why he should not be due half of what they acquired while they were married. She came into this marriage a multimillionaire, right? So if she came in a multimillionaire, he's not trying to touch, from what I understand, he's not trying to touch anything that came before the marriage. Why shouldn't he be eligible for half of what happened after the marriage? Because the dude was very involved. He was very involved with what she had going on. And she did not want him to take other jobs. She didn't want him taking jobs. She got mad. She cried. She did everything possible to keep that man home. And when she come home, she didn't want him off doing other projects because that meant he was not going to be in her reach. Kandi got a controlling spirit. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. She got something. Look, I don't know what the prenup says, Miss Mad About Music. I'm just saying, most of the time, it is a thing where whatever you acquire in the marriage is split. That's marital assets at that point. That's marital income. Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Let me tell you what else he could do. He could do. I mean, from what I understand, if he wanted to, while that house ain't in his name, and while uh um he wasn't there when she bought it, she paid cash for it. It was a foreclosure. So when she paid for it and she bought it, then she had to, renovate it and whatnot. So between the time that she bought that house and now, mhm, how much equity do you think it has gained? He's due some of that equity. He is due some of the equity that would, I mean, potentially, depending upon what that prenup says. Have we seen the prenup, Miss Mad About Music? Because that's what I want to see, the damn prenup. Did they show the prenup? How we know what's in it? CJ said, Kandi got leveled up when she got with Todd. He helped her to be seen in a different light. Girl, that's what I be trying to tell these people. They don't want to hear it. They don't like it. They feel a way about it. And I don't give a damn. I say, let him get what he's. If he was a woman, we wouldn't have no problem with it. We wouldn't have no problem with it. I heard Kandi say out her own mouth that the men who made the type of money she makes or more, they didn't want her. They didn't like her like that. They didn't want her like that. That's not what they wanted. So I think that's part of the reason why she goes after men who don't have as much as her, because I think she got a controlling spirit. I could nobody say. Damn it. LV Dan said he wants more than what he had. Wait, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. He wants more than what he had when they got married. How can we make assumptions when the man hinted to it in the argument they had? Which argument? Child, they argued all the time. We probably gonna see him argue in this video here. He said a lot of damaging things that hint to his character. Well, there are things I think they hint to hers as well. So, and I don't think that either. I don't know what. Okay, let's just watch this. I don't know what y'all seeing. I don't know, because I know a lot of people have strong opinions about Todd and Kandi. I don't like one more than the other. I'm gonna be honest with you. I enjoy watching both of them. I don't enjoy one of them more than I enjoy the other one, to be quite honest with you. I always thought they partnered well together. I think that when he got with her, she leveled up. I think she definitely leveled him up. And the fact that people don't see, I don't get it. I don't get it. And so then turn around and let's say there was a whole housewife that was cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids and doing the community work and handling the household business and whatnot. Would that housewife be wrong if she was married for 10 years and had 2 children? Would she be wrong? She chose this, yo. She chose it, not me. So since this is what she set up, this is how this works. I ain't got no problem with it. Pay him the money. That's what I say. Shay said it's a reason he's asking for child support. It's because that prenup is tight. And probably so. But let me also say this. What I have learned, because let me tell you, I told y'all this before. I have been divorced. Me and my husband filed twice. Mm-hmm. We filed 2 years into our marriage and then 3 years after that. Okay. We filed for divorce and we unfiled. Okay. And then we turned around, we did the shit again. Okay. And we really did it that time. I know from my experience that a lot of times the attorneys are always going to ask for the most. And that's just the way they do. They'll ask for alimony. They'll ask for child support, even if that's not even something you wanted, because they want to aim high so that you can meet somewhere in the middle and get most of what you want. For me, I don't feel no way about him asking for child support because he's been the one keeping the kids anyway. I don't understand. Miss Mad About Music said, I'm agreeing with you mostly, V. I just don't like him asking for 100% custody. Did he do that? Or did he just ask to be the custodial parent? You still get joint custody. You can still have joint custody, right? You can have joint custody, which means you both have play a part in the decision making and whatnot, right? But I think that if she's not home most of the year, why would it not make sense that he would keep his kids? And why, if he's going to keep his kids, shouldn't he get child support? Like, y'all got to make this make sense. Just because this is a nigga don't mean that the shit ain't what the shit is. She set this shit up like this. He wants her to have the visitation. Oh, okay. Well, no, he's asking for full custody. I thought, well, okay. But what will probably happen though? You see, again, they aim high and then they meet somewhere in the middle. If he's asking for full custody, then he can probably land around joint custody. And then if they start figuring out, well, where are they going to live most of the time? They might fix it in a way where they are living half and half with him and half with her. I don't know how that's really going to be possible because she travels and works so much. She on Broadway right now. She done on Broadway? Because I saw her just at rehearsal the other day. Broadway is in New York. They live in Atlanta. Where are the children? Are they supposed to be on the road with her too? They go to school. How's it supposed to work, y'all? If she's on Broadway and he lives in Atlanta and the kids are in Atlanta and their home is in Atlanta, why on earth would he not be the best option for where your kids should stay? I'm just saying. I don't get it. So she on Broadway till March. Where the children? Where are the children? Where the children at, y'all? That are traveling to it? That's very possible. Well, what about everything else? Where they supposed to live? They got to get Airbnbs and they got to stay at Todd's condo or that's in Jersey or what? They got to stay in hotels. I mean, that's the best life for the kids. I think that's fine if he's, if they come for a weekend or for a few days. But for that to be like what they just supposed to stay with him like that? I mean, stay with her like that while she's doing shows and stuff? She can't even do that. I don't even see Kandi being able to do that like that. In fact, she didn't really raise Riley like that. Her mama did. So why are we tripping? Y'all act like, anyway. Okay. Well, let's get into this, child. I don't know what y'all paying attention to, because all I see is a man and a woman who knew what the fuck they had going on financially and otherwise when they got married and when they decided to have children and when they discussed all that was going to need to do once they got children. I don't understand it. Oh, they don't attend school? Ace is 8. He don't go to school. He homeschooled? Why? Why is he homeschooled in the 3rd grade? Not with Todd. Todd's been traveling and outside. Well, he's entitled. Y'all don't want Todd to be able to do shit. Now, I'm not saying this nigga can't be an asshole because I've seen him do it. He doesn't come across necessarily as the most likable person per se. But she chose him. Okay. The woman he chose said Kandi would not be the first parent who travels a lot for work and keep her kids with her. Oh my God. Let me ask you a question, the woman he chose. Just because there's a lot of women out here that are raising their kids and they don't have jobs and some of them are on welfare and they're great mothers and they don't go to the best schools, but they go to school and they do well in school, right? And they get a home cooked meal every night, and that is all wonderful, right? But if you could give your child more, wouldn't you? Like if that was your existence, right? And this was all that you could give. Wouldn't you want more for your kids? Like, do you want them in hotel rooms all the time, on tour buses and things like that? Look, my son has spent a lot of time on tour buses. No doubt about it. I have spent time on a tour bus. Okay. Um, it's very closed quarters. It is not kid friendly per se. Um, and I just don't see how that is what a mother would want for their child um, full time. Occasionally, yes. All the time, absolutely not. Because I want what's best for my kid. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't even get what we're doing right now. Y'all are giving all the, then why didn't y'all come and do something about getting these kids away from Todd all these years that this lady been traveling and working everywhere? Y'all didn't say shit about keeping her from her kids because he ain't never kept her from her kids. Why would he start keeping her from their kids now? That's just not even fair. Petty Garden Girl. He has other so Petty Garden Girl said, so he should just live off her working. Did she set it up like that? Now, first and foremost, I know he has other projects. I know he's always tried to do other projects, and she stopped him from doing it in the past at times. But I do know that he tries to do other things. But if she were a woman, I'm sorry, if he were a woman and she were a man, would y'all be saying this then? Or are you just saying it now because he's a man? Hmm? Y'all just saying it now because he's a man? Woman show say if they have joint custody, that would not be their life all the time. Right. So I guess I don't understand what you're saying. What is it that you're saying right now? Because what I have reiterated over and over and over is that I think that things should remain the way that they are. And the way that they are right now is he is the primary caregiver for those children and has always been. But now y'all don't like it. Now it's a problem. Well, it wasn't a problem to her when she decided to have them kids, when they had a discussion about who's going to have to be the primary parent for the kids. They discussed it. They discussed it on camera. And they decided that they were going to go ahead and have the kids because he was what? Going to be the primary caregiver for who? The kids. Now all of a sudden they want to get a divorce and now he can't be the primary caregiver even though she ain't going to travel less. Now, is she going to stop taking jobs? Now, if she going to stop taking jobs, then I would say, okay, fine. Then let her keep her kids. But if she is going to continue to work as much as she works, and shout out to Kandi because she's always about getting that bag. And I'm proud of her as a Black woman. And I want her to keep doing what she does. But the truth of the matter is, he was the primary caregiver. I don't get it. Huh? They can get joint custody and they might still not get equal time. How can you get equal time if you're not in town equal time? But okay, all right. So, okay, now let's listen to this. Let's listen to this and see what had happened. So this is from 2 years ago, I believe it was. And, Todd would do these lives and we're going to keep coming out here and going over these lives. But this one is a live where they're discussing the house. Baby, they are discussing the house and how why his name ain't on the house. My God, today. So let's get into it, shall we? Huh? Y'all want to get into it? Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Okay, let's listen.
First of all,
What up, y'all? It's your boy Todd in the Glizam squad.
What up, y'all?
Was that your intro?
Oh, speak on it.
Now she said she owes what up. This your girl Kandi. Like ain't nobody ever said what up.
The influence.
Everybody said what up.
It's the way we say it.
Todd, she took your time out.
Yep, time out. Anyway, it's your boy Todd with the Glam Squad. We got your girl Tay Renee who can multitask.
I cannot, you guys. It's a struggle of mine, and I'm thinking about getting evaluated. I think I might have ADHD. I'm only going to be able to focus on one thing at a time. So I'll be doing makeup, and I'm going to come back and talk to you guys.
That's it. And Candy's the same way.
I am the same way. If I'm focused on one thing, I don't want all the extra talking. Like I can't do all the extra conversation.
Unless it's in the bedroom. That she can do two things at one time.
Boy, there you go.
But that's true though, babe. That's true though, because when we about no.
Somebody told you in the comments the other day you be disrespecting me.
This ain't disrespectful.
Oh, you be reading the comments.
I think she's disrespectful to him sometimes too, but that and I get it. I get that, he does come across disrespectful at times. Major's wife said, but Todd doesn't need child support. Really? Where's his monies? When the kids with him, he needs to provide, and vice versa. They should split medical and school tuition costs. That seems fair. Okay. Is that how we're going to do it with everybody? Are we going to start doing that now with men and women? Because I don't think that's fair. Because I know when I had a child, I didn't have a job. In fact, I was in school. Okay. I didn't have a job. You think I shouldn't have gotten child support? That's what y'all saying? Huh? Now, we wasn't married, and I ain't had no job. Okay? So does that mean I'm not entitled to child support? Because I would beg to differ. And this idea that because he's a man caring for children, now suddenly he doesn't need to care. Again, if we all know that Todd doesn't earn what she earns, that means Todd can't give the kids the same lifestyle that they have, right? Now, I'm not saying he should be able to get a house as big as Kandi's, but you have to be in a situation where you are trying your best to give those kids the same, as much or as close of a lifestyle that they've already had. So I'm still waiting. Was I not supposed to? These aren't regular people. Why are they irregular? The woman you chose said these people are not regular people like us. Why ain't they? They got 2 legs. She got a cooch. He got a deek. Just like everybody else I know. They both sit down to shit. They put one leg in their pants at a time. He stands to piss like other men. She sits down to piss like other women. Well, we think she does. Okay? Nevertheless, they regular as hell if you ask me. Okay? In some way. Now, their pockets are not the same. But the truth is, what kind of money? Again, I'm not in his pockets. But this idea that he shouldn't get anything if he's caring for the kids is some bullshit. And I'm just not going for it. And regardless of how much money y'all think she has or how little or as much as y'all think he has, at the end of the day, the calculations work the same regardless of whoever, how much these parents make versus how much I was making or how much you made or whatever. The calculations still work out the same way. If she did not want to be in a position where she was going to have to possibly pay out child support to a nigga because she thinks somebody trying to trap her up, then you probably shouldn't marry him, or you probably shouldn't have children with him. Because if she didn't have children, then we wouldn't be here, right? Because he had the prenup. But she decided anyway to go ahead and have the children. So this is what you do. This is how it goes down. And I think he's entitled to something if he's going to have the kids. But okay, I digress. Thank you, Pen Pal 50. And I did get child support, okay? And I did get some. And we did it in a way where we didn't file it in the courts like that, okay? We didn't do that until years later. And that's a whole nother story. I had to do it years later, not because of his dad. It had nothing to do with that. It was, and I mentioned this before, but I was going through a divorce years later. You know, he and I both went through divorces at the same time. And when I went through my divorce, because I was a housewife, all right. When I went through my divorce, I was entitled to alimony, but the judge said we can't determine how much alimony you're going to be awarded until we figure out how much child support the courts want to order you to get from your son's father, his biological father, right? So it was at that point, I want to say my son was like 10, 11. That's when I had to go and file child support just so I could get my alimony. It was crazy. But that's what I had to do. So he was 10, 11 years old by the time we did that. Bottom line is this. Let's be very clear, even once I got married, his dad still needed to pay something. Even though my husband made good ass money, my son's father still needed to pay something. I don't give a damn what nobody says. And I don't feel no way about it. So y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop this bullshit. Okay. All right, let's listen.
We read some.
How do I disrespect? This is disrespect. No, because when we about to do it, you be like,
that would be a fun video for us to read some of the comments
and respond. Oh, that would be hilarious. We should do that.
Babe, that's true. Because when we about to do it, you be like, turn the TV off. I can't concentrate.
What? You're about to have sex.
I can't watch TV. When we're having sex, I cannot hear nobody talking. No.
How did we get on sex? How we get here? How did we get here? Huh?
I don't like that either.
Like, I don't hear that random talking. It's like I can't get in the mood. Like all that random conversation in the back.
Girl, you listening to an action movie? People getting killed.
I can't. I'm like, oh, get his ass.
No, you do not.
Ava's right across the hall, so it's like we have the TV on sometimes. Like,
oh my god,
I can't do it.
Well, that's not today's topic. Today's topic is not watching TV. What can you do with the TV on? And then we got the most opinionated hairstylist in the world,
and multitask.
So.
Child, the woman you chose, she said that took a turn quick. I mean, like, I'm like, how did we even get there? My God. How did we get there? It's 2 minutes in. This shit ain't got nothing to do with sex. But okay, let's listen.
Jody, that cannot multitask either. And today's topic is, should you buy property with your significant other if you're not married? So if you're dating someone and, hey, let's move together. I want to buy a property. Oh, well, I want to buy a property too. Let's do it together.
Hell no.
Should you do it if you're not married?
Nope.
Ladies, let's go. Let's go. Jody.
Yep.
I know Jody's down for whatever, whenever, however.
No,
but are you down with that, Jody?
I want to understand these people who decide, I ain't ready for marriage, but I want to have your baby. Bitch, I didn't do it the right way, okay? I said what I said, okay? Just because I had a baby out of wedlock don't mean that's the way it's supposed to go, all right? Because every child needs both parents in that damn household, okay? But it just didn't work out like that for me, and I hate that. Now, my son got 2 daddies out of the deal, okay? He still got 2 daddies. And I love it for him. But the truth of the matter is, I'm always amazed that people will say things like, I'm ready for a baby, but I'm not ready for marriage. I'm ready to buy a house with you, but I don't want to have a marriage with you. You will invest your money over here, but not invest your time, effort, and your heart over there. Make it make sense. I'm not going. You're not going to make me go. I'm not going. You'll go by yourself. Ugh, y'all, I was supposed to do the Zoom today. Okay, wait. All right, let's listen.
Tell us
I
about
am
it.
down with that.
You down with buying a property with somebody you're not married to?
Yeah.
Why if you can't even marry this person,
no,
why do you
no.
want to be attached to them in a property or have your
What,
credit
okay,
attached to
first
them?
of all, what am I even with?
That part, I agree. Thank you, Kandi. Thank you, girl. Let me speed this up a little bit. Yeah, y'all, we supposed to been doing the Zoom tonight, Jesus. Yeah. Okay.
Him for if I'm not seeing longevity. No one just be with someone and be like, oh, we might break up in 2 years.
No,
so
yes,
let's
they
just
do.
act like we breaking up in 2 years and not getting nothing together.
But we've seen people be together. Y'all been together for years already.
But I'm the
and
pessimist. Okay,
Yes,
got
you
it.
are.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
No, to me,
Pessimist,
your credit. One thing you gotta protect is your credit, especially as a woman. You don't want nobody to mess your credit up and then
Okay,
y'all
you
break
can
up.
mess your credit up by getting an expensive ass apartment and leaving the lease because y'all broke up.
Oh
It's
my
the same
God,
thing.
Jody,
But you're
stop
not
it.
supposed
It's
to
not
put
the same
yourself in that
thing.
position.
That's true.
You gotta listen to these financial tips within this conversation.
I mean, my house
Do
is in my
not
name, but I'm just
do
saying.
that.
I would.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, would y'all live in a house in y'all man's name?
Yeah.
First.
Or I live in a house. This isn't
Yeah,
Candy's
because I'll
name.
be getting me some property on the side that I'm renting out.
See,
This
now
house-
that's a move right there.
Yeah, like he could be
Wait,
paying
time
for
out.
our way of life, and I could be and put my money to the side and get my little stack of my
No,
bread
but what
up.
if you just stand there and you just stand there? Like there are some people.
Well, just
I don't know why Candy's eyes why are her eyes so dark like that? Is that a condition? Like her eyes are extremely dark. They're dark. And it's not just dark under her eye, it's dark over her, her eyelids too. But do you see how and she got some makeup on. Do y'all see how dark it is under her eye? Why? Why is that? Why? Okay, let's listen.
Don't make that move. They just live there.
this isn't
Well,
Candy's
I
name.
always think like,
Time out. Let's back up. This house isn't Candy's name.
wait, what?
Yeah,
This
it
house
is.
isn't
She had
Candy's
it
name.
before y'all got together.
No, we was
we were
together.
together, and then she was like,
But
"I'm
we
buying my
weren't
dream
Oh,
house."
y'all was together?
We
when
weren't
you bought
married.
this house?
We weren't married.
We were together. We
I didn't
weren't
want-
married.
Yeah, and I wouldn't
And
want it to
I'm
be
not,
on this
like
house.
I just said, I'm
Well-
not putting no
Oh,
man's
so
name
now that you're
on
married,
nothing.
you
And we
didn't
get
put your name on
married.
it?
I don't care about this shit. Like the thing people don't even understand, these houses are fucking money traps anyway. Like buying these big ass houses are very expensive. It takes a lot to maintain them, a lot to keep them up. So for me, if we weren't together, I would not want this house. I would want Candy here with the family, but I wouldn't want it. No, that's too much.
I would.
This is-
Indoor swimming pool.
Y'all can have that shit. They got indoor pools in luxury apartment buildings. I can go down.
I do not like the idea of that indoor pool. That indoor pool, I've been in that house. I've been down there in the second house in that pool area. Sure have. It was empty because it was just being built. But I've been in that house. It's both of those houses are pretty big houses. Both of them. Because she has two houses that are right next to each other. So, and they're not connected, but they have like a carport that connects them, but they're not really connected, which that's the only thing I don't like about it too, is that why not create like a little tunnel or something? I don't want to have to go outside every time I want to go from this house to the next one, but anyway.
Now, take my swim and go right back up to my apartment. Like, but I'm from that.
After we were married, there were properties that we ended up getting together.
So we have a lot of property together.
Like our commercial properties, like what we do for our businesses or whatever. But no, I'm just gonna say flat out, no, I don't believe you're supposed to do that. Ty, you had a bad experience yourself.
Yeah, I feel the same. And you know what? In my experience, the girl told me that shit. She was like, "Yo, you're not supposed to buy a property before you get married." But the case was, we were moving in together, and I was like, "Well, shit, I want to buy something. You want to buy something." And then we was like, "Fuck it, we both want to buy something," so we got it. We ended up getting it together. But then, shit, 20 years later, I was still trying to get my name off the property, and my credit was getting messed
You
up.
said how many years later?
Like 15 years. I think I ended up paying the whole property off in, a couple years ago.
Because his situation was,
Yeah, because
when they broke up, they never dissolved whatever you have to do, because that's hard anyway. When you get like a property together, it's like, okay,
it has two incomes attached to it.
You're not married, you're not having a divorce. So when you have a divorce, they force you to
sell it
or make a decision about those things, right?
Yeah.
But if you just go together and y'all break up, nobody is forcing you to, get that stuff done.
But even in it, our understanding was if something went wrong, I would leave, and I was fine with that. But I was supposed to just be compensated a little something for what I put in. But that wasn't able to happen, and then it was either my credit was going to get messed up and it foreclosed on, or I had to,
take it over
and pay for it. So I did that, but that's a big thing to do. Like, I'm over here living with my wife, and then I got to go put a few $100,000 on some shit that I'm not even living in. I ended up fixing it, and now it's cool. That's what's now known as the Jersey crib, but...
Oh, Jersey crib was you and somebody else's?
Yeah.
Originally.
Yeah.
Damn. Can't you lay your head up there?
Yeah.
You said what?
She laid up there good.
No, after he got all his stuff cleared up.
I renovated it. We cleaned it up. It looks really good.
I wasn't really feeling it at first.
She wasn't. But I went back.
He had a lot of jokes about how he had been up here, went to my old house where the other dudes had been before.
Every dude from...
Don't you do it.
I ain't gonna say that.
I bought that house when I was 19.
Right, so y'all know who and how many was on that motherfucker. Ooh! I was like, can you at least flip the mattress over? Like, can you at least...
Somebody was like, Kandi list long as hell. She know that shit long as hell.
You lying? Boy, dang.
So now I know y'all people don't like when he plays with her like that, but the truth is, with all due respect, Kandi a hoe. And Kandi has all but said it. Kandi was loose with her goose. Okay? Her goose is loose. I ain't make this up. This lady be out here talking about her sexcapades all the damn time. How did we know that they do threesomes? How do we know about the dungeon? How did the dungeon come into play? The show The Dungeon came into play because there was rumors that she had one in the house. Child, kitty hoe, okay? And we ain't gonna play because Todd over here, we ain't gonna be mad. I ain't mad at Todd because he, I don't know. It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. We wouldn't be talking about nothing I got going on like this. But at the end of the day, what Todd's saying is just a jokey joke, okay? And she knows that shit. CJ said, you saying she needs a rejuvenation shot? Yeah, she needs something. She needs the whole treatment, okay? Where they put that whole wand down there and it does whatever it does down there, okay? I need to find out what it does. Child, no, because I heard somebody say, okay, this is a whole nother, okay, look. We talking about nasty people, so let's talk about nasty shit real quick. I had heard a lady say that after she got that treatment, the rejuvenation treatment, that she was just, let's just say she would have moments of ecstasy throughout the day, unexpected. I don't need that. I don't want that. I'll be damned if I'm just trying to go to the grocery store and I go into the produce aisle and all of a sudden I'm having an orgasm. No, thank you. No, thank you. I have shit to do. Okay. I don't want to be walking, taking a walk for my exercise. And next thing you know, no, that, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't need ecstasy showing up unexpectedly. I want to plan for my ecstasy. Okay? I want to be relaxed. I want to have on the right things. I want to be, I want the lighting. I want to be in a comfortable position. I plan for my ecstasy. Okay? I do not want it showing up at the grocery store, over there at the baseball diamond, when I go to the pharmacy, when I'm at the doctor's office. I don't need extra ecstasy. Okay? I just need ecstasy when I need ecstasy. All right? I don't want it unexpectedly. Right. I don't want ecstasy in the church, black but not bitter. I don't have that kind of time. I'll be shouting and they'll think I'm shouting. That I don't, because God will know. God will know. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I don't have time for that. Okay. Besides, I always need a nap afterwards anyway. So I got shit to do. But okay, let's get back into this.
I promise you, it's funny how people can swear when they know what you're doing.
Hey man, let's not get off track. Okay. But back to buying these properties. Like, I do not agree. I think, and I wish I would have listened to Homegirl, but you know, a lot of times we don't listen. We think like that don't make sense. We both gonna put our money and we should both whatever. So yeah, I would definitely tell my daughters do not do it. My son Ace do not do it. Tay, what you gonna do?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Why not?
No, I need to have something of my own.
Multitask.
No, I need to have something of my own, and they need to have something of their own. And once we're married, we can come together and have something together. That's it.
Huh. Well, what if the guy has the place, or like Kandi had bought this house, and your name is not on it? Should you now leave the house you're in and go get a whole new house, or would you be fine with once you get married, just put my name on the house that we're in?
No, I would rather get a new one.
You would rather get a new one, Bet?
Right, because my thing is, well, I don't know, in my case or whatever.
So now we should just go get a new house, because
I mean, if you wanted to.
No, I don't want to go nowhere. I'm good with this one.
No,
She already know I'm good with this one, so.
I mean, I feel like, you know, we've gotten so many other properties together, they don't even matter at this point. But I just kind of feel like once we got together in marriage, there was money and stuff and things that we did together and made money together. But all my money and stuff that I made prior to marriage, that's my money. And I put my money into the house. You get what I'm saying? So if we gonna get something together, that's fine. But let's go in it together. Same way we went into the other properties that we have, we went in it together. Right. We both put into those things. You get what I'm saying?
But do you think?
And what's wrong with that? I don't think he's even disputing that. I don't think he's. First of all, I don't think he wants that house over there. Right? He don't want the house. And that's the point I'm making. She just said out her own mouth that what I had before I got married, that's mine. But what we acquired together, that's ours. It's funny how that changed. Now look, this ain't the dig at Kandi or any of this. Nigga, I went through this same shit, okay? And as y'all know, me and my ex-husband are good, okay? We good. Talk to him all the time. I told y'all he's a blessing, okay? He's a blessing to me and my son, all right? Talk to him all the time. But at that time, that nigga lost his whole fucking mind. And he made everything difficult. He made it very difficult. That's why I was saying earlier over there at Bougie's, baby, you can, I don't care how much in love y'all are. A lot of times those divorces get nasty as fuck. Okay? Now, can you get past it? Absolutely. Hence me and my ex. But it's not the case for everybody. I get it. But what I'm hearing her say is whatever we acquired afterwards, that's ours. Okay.
Is a double standard that if it's a man?
Yep.
So because you have more, right?
Well, listen.
No, let's get it out. Let's get it out. So your whole thing is together. Now, okay, say if the roles were reversed. I have more money than you. I already had this crib. And I'm like, yo, get your weight up. You want to do something? Come on. This is mine over here.
Men are starting to be like that now, though.
There are some men that start to be like that.
I'm just asking you, do you think that that's...
I'm just going to be honest and say that I'm still, even regardless of however people see me on television,
you still old-fashioned?
Actually, I'm still Southern old-fashioned. So
the man...
Like, I definitely believe that, yeah, like, if the man is capable, he's supposed to be, you know...
Capable.
But if the woman is capable, she's not supposed to. She's supposed to be like, yo, good luck. But when you get your shit together, when you get your shit up here enough to where you can afford to go get this house with me, then we can get a house. But the other way around, man...
No. Okay, to be clear...
Sorry, guys.
That's a little break right there.
Anyway, to be clear, I never, like, prior to us moving into this house or whatever, when you met me, I always felt like I lived a lifestyle in which a man who made a good income can still afford to take care of it. So, like, say for instance, I would have never took it serious enough unless she was able to maintain where I was. You get what I'm saying? So the first house that I had.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No. It is what we're talking about, because my thing is, I would never marry a man who couldn't at least maintain our family, because I always wanted to feel like even if my stuff wasn't going well, he could still take care of us. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, like.
Well, back to what I was saying.
Hold on one second. So, let's talk about it all. Said people get vindictive, V. That's not fair, V, because she's created business opportunities for her, him too, where they have worked together. So he has not just been sitting home, honey. It wasn't a problem. I agree. Wait, what'd you say? What's not fair, V? You talking what? You're agreeing with me. I have always said that they have worked together, and this idea that people think that they know his contribution. How could you know his contribution? Just because he may not have the ability to have the same financial contribution that she can make doesn't mean he doesn't contribute, and doesn't mean that she could do it without him. She would have to hire somebody else to do it, possibly, but she's doing too much. So if she's doing a whole lot, which proud of her. See, please don't twist my words, y'all. Okay? Because I'm proud of her. I think she is doing the damn thing. And I wish I had as much business savvy. And she seemed to be very responsible with her money. I was never. So I wish I had those qualities. So I'm proud of what Kandi has acquired and what she has accomplished. But at the same time, Kandi also decided to marry this man. And I don't think this man was a shabby choice. Personally, I don't. I think he seems smart. He seems like a hustler. He had a job when she met him. He wasn't like broke. He was making six figures. And so I feel like he was he a millionaire? Absolutely not. But he did contribute something. And if you think about all the things she has done in the last 10 to 12 years, she couldn't have done it without him. Now, I said it. And the reason why I say she couldn't have done it without him is because they have children. And somebody's got to balance some shit out. And somebody's got to oversee things when you aren't there to oversee them. Whether that's, your other businesses that you have or whatever it is. I just think that people need to be honest with themselves. Are y'all saying these things? Y'all don't want to see this for Todd and Kandi because he's a man? Because that's what it feels like. And I am a more traditional person, which is why it's highly unlikely that if I had a bunch of money that I don't know. I'm not going to say what I would do or not do because that's not my reality and it hasn't been my reality. So you never know what you might do in a situation. But I'm just saying. But anyhow. Okay, let's listen. Oh, wait. Make sure I ain't tripping. Ooh, Miss Principal, don't be mad at me, boo-boo. Miss Principal, thank you so much for the super chat. For now, Miss Principal gave me a super chat, and it says, I still can't believe that they named that baby after Blaze and the Monster Machines. Is that what they named her after? Huh? I like the name Blaze, but do you think that they named her? Did they name her after a after like a cartoon or a movie or something? Is that what you're saying? Oh, child. I like the name Blaze though. I do actually, and Ace. I like his name too. But okay, let's listen.
You're living. No. You're living with your dude.
Okay.
He has a very nice house, but you want to have a house that you guys are going to own together because you're about to get married.
Okay. Hold on. Hey, let's talk about it all. Said that's not fair, V. He can live well, V, without Kandi's money. Why should he though? See, I said this was if I have the kids, why can't she pay me child support? You set this up. She agreed to this before they even got pregnant. offended. Black but not bitter said, my nephew's name is Ace. Oh, for real? I like that name. Miss Principal, thank you again for the super chat. That was Ace's favorite Nick Jr. cartoon. Really? And then, but it's a cute name though. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay, let's listen, y'all. But no, back to, let me just get back to what Let's Talk About It All said. I'm not saying he's supposed to be living off of her, but are you living off of somebody that you married to? When you're together, are you living off of them? Just because let's be clear, he has businesses, stuff they've done together. And there's shit that none of us know anything about. So I think I think it's crazy sometimes when I hear people make all these assumptions, like they know these people, like they've been in their house, they've seen their finances. And I just don't think that we can do that. We can't do that. And Kandi out here trying to get shit blocked. So we may never know that, right? But I do think that if you set it up this way for a house husband, let's say he was a legit house husband, then why shouldn't he get child support? That's crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. Why shouldn't he? If you're taking care of the kids, I don't think he should just be living off of Kandi's money for the hell of it. But is he living off the money, or is he caring for the kids and providing a lifestyle with Kandi for the children? Because there's a difference. Wait. Okay, Shay B said, wait a minute. Shay B said, child, the people begin it. Okay, look, can y'all hit the like button for me, please? I appreciate it. Shay B said, that's not what it is. It's not about man or woman. Oh, but it is, Shay B. Oh, ma'am, I'm going to stop you right there. There are a lot of people today in particular talking about a man versus a woman. If he had been a woman, how much conversation would we be having about what he is due? How much conversation would we have about who gets to keep the kids? Like, be honest with yourself. Why would we wouldn't even be talking about this part of it. We'd be trying to get the tea as to why they broke up. But no, the conversation right now is Todd wants her money. Todd's tricking her. Todd tricked her and set up a scheme, okay, to get her money, all of that. Well, I'm just saying. So, so Shaby said, that's not what it is. It's not about man or woman. They had a full-time nanny. Todd ain't had those kids like he's portraying. Okay. If they had a full-time nanny, how often were the two of them leaving the nanny with the kids all by herself? My guess is that didn't happen often. That when she may be out of town, when she's in town, the nanny is there, right? So when she's out of town, the nanny is there. When she is in town, is she less of a mother because she has a nanny? Because what I'm hearing you say is that he's less of a father because he has access to the nanny. Make it make sense. When she is home, off work, at the crib, and the nanny is there, is she less than a mother? I'll wait on that. Hey, let's talk about it all. Said, that's not right, V, because my husband's ex made less than money and we had the kids, but based on what she made, she still had to pay child support, but she didn't do what she was supposed to do. Y'all had the kids. That was the key thing. Isn't that what you just said? The ex made less and we had the kids. Y'all had the kids. So she did what? She paid y'all child support. Because why? Y'all had the kids. So if Todd, has the kids, shouldn't Todd get child support? Y'all say he ain't got no money. Y'all say he ain't got no income. So how you supposed to take care of the kids? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's that, and that part right there. The woman he chose said we're making assumptions based on public information. That part. And that's the thing about assumptions. We're just out here throwing around hypotheses. Okay? We don't know none of this. We don't know what's really going on behind the scenes. She should pay for his nanny. No, she should pay for the kid's nanny. Let's be very clear. He don't need a nanny. Okay? She don't need a nanny, but them children, they need a nanny. And she has the means to pay for it. Therefore, she should be the one to pay. Look, I'm only going based upon what I know about my own experience going through a divorce and all the things you have to consider. And that would be one. That would be one. Okay? Golly, because even eventually I did get a job, and guess what? His nigga still had to pay me child support, as he should. Like, I don't get what we doing. But we don't question it when it's a woman. We only question it because it's a dude. Now, this couldn't be my setup. I don't think this could be my setup. But it's their setup, and they signed up for it. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. Let's get back into this.
You can't afford the $2 million house to even, you might have a couple of dollars, but you can't afford to get a $2 million house because you can't maintain that if he wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Do you think he should still get it? And do you see that the female should do the same on the reverse?
Hold on. Mama Brown said, no. If they with him, he should be held accountable. If they're with him, he has to be held accountable. And if they're with him, she needs to pay him some money for taking care of him. Now, what sense that make? You want him to take care of all the kids and not get no money for it? That don't make no good sense. How is that fair to the children? Fuck Todd. How is that fair to the children? That don't make no good sense. See, this is all spite. What I hear y'all saying is spite. It ain't got nothing to do with what's right or wrong. The fact that y'all saying if he got the kids, he can't get no money from her. What's she doing then? The fuck? What's she doing? She just supposed to be out here working her ass off, and she ain't gonna do shit for her kids. And he got the kids, and now he got a struggle. Child. Mama Brown said he want them, he financed them. Oh, really? Okay. Well, Mama Brown, if he was a woman, would you be saying that? So every woman who has a child and keeps their child and she's not married to the father, that mother doesn't deserve money for caring for that kid or those children? Come on now. Now we ain't doing that. Now that's crazy. Now, Mama Brown. Okay, I'm sorry, baby, but that ain't right. Okay, that is not right. Kandi is making mature, responsible decisions. This is Petty Garden Girl. Let the court decide. He wants the prenup thrown out. Why is that okay? I say when there are. I didn't say it was okay. Because he also signed that shit. But if you watch that show when he signed it, he barely signed it. And he did seem pressure to sign it. But that's everybody's going to have a different vantage point on what they saw. But he did look very pressured to me. They, I don't know why they waited till the day before to even start really fighting about this shit. But they should have. Look, let's get something clear right now. If you propose to me, immediately we are drawing up a prenup. I'm not planning no weddings. I ain't trying to figure nothing else out. If you have proposed to me, we immediately are going to get a prenup drawn up. We will not set any dates until the prenup is agreed upon. Period. Okay? Okay? We aren't doing shit. So the fact that these folks waited, and I don't know if that was drama for the show or what, but the fact that they was fighting tooth and nail down to the last few hours before the wedding, that was a lot going on. Okay? So I feel as if they should have solidified all of that prior, because then nobody feels stressed. He couldn't say he felt pressured or signed it under duress. He couldn't do any of those things if they gave enough time and space between it. Y'all remember how Nicole Murphy was engaged to, what was his name, y'all? The football player, anchor man, gap in his teeth, Strahan. When she was engaged to Michael Strahan, do you know how long they were engaged? It was like forever that they were engaged because they could not agree on that damn prenup. So no date was established, and I don't blame them. If we can't agree on how this shit might pan out if we don't work out now, then I'm not doing this with you. And I have been, like I said, I've been married and divorced, and I would never, ever, ever do it again without a prenup. Ever, ever, ever. I don't care if he broke and I'm broke. We're going to be two broke motherfuckers down at the attorney's office getting a damn prenup drawn up, because we don't know what either one of us are going to get later. But if whatever we get, we're going to agree right now how that shit's going to be split up, period. And I think that would save a lot of people a lot of heartache and whatnot. If I marry a gabillionaire, I will be the first one to say, let's get a prenup. Because here's the thing, we all have to agree on what's in it. We all have to agree before we sign it. So I'm not signing no shit I don't agree to, and I'm not going to put myself in a position where I got to fight for some shit again, ever again. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Okay? So, so he was, wait, what? So he was a part of what? What'd you say? Wait a minute, let me go up here. Hey, let's talk about it all. Said he had time to have that agreement checked out, and he waited to the last minute to get his lawyer involved. Okay. That's fine. Like I said, it wouldn't be me, because we would not be going to no rehearsal dinners. We wouldn't have all these plans for the wedding. We ain't doing none of that shit, because I am sitting here saying, hey, let's talk about it all, that he should have done that, and she should have ensured that he did it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Okay, let's listen.
That's what I said. I'm old school. So I feel like if a man want to do that for his family, then cool.
So the female cannot be on the level or even on her way to the level to contribute, and you think he should do it, but you think the female shouldn't do it if she has more.
Mm-hmm. No, because like to me, even in divorce, I don't think it's right when men be trying to take half for the women. I don't think it's cool. Like I feel like a man should always be a man and be able to handle his own or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So if
so you gained your money while the man was with you, and he nurtured you, he helped you, gave you ideas, he was a part of that, that progression. You don't think he should get anything? You did it all.
What is he?
Nobody said she did it all.
Well, no. I'm just saying, you with your husband right now, right? Mm-hmm. So say he's like, you should do this, you should do that. Let's work on this. Like he's setting you up. He's organizing you. He's getting your shit right.
You saying like a Wendy Williams situation?
Oh, I don't really know that thing, but I'm just saying that he helps you blow up.
Well, I'm saying because he was like her manager, right?
No.
Well, let's be clear. And see, people don't like it when I say this shit either. Oh God. Let me tell you something. What I am not. Look, I am definitely a girl's girl, and I think I hate to say it, but I think a good majority of these niggas ain't shit. I mean it. Now, I hope I'm wrong about it, but that's how I feel, okay? I feel like under certain circumstances, all these niggas can be trash. You know what I mean? So, so there's that. But I have also been the one that said that Wendy Williams did not. We didn't know shit about what Wendy had going on till that nigga fucked around and got that lady pregnant. Okay, when he got Sharina pregnant and all that came out, Wendy was never the same. Now, I do believe that Wendy obviously always had a drinking problem, probably was still messing around with Ruggs. Okay, and I believe that her husband was very instrumental in keeping her shit together. He had that girlfriend for years. Wendy knew about that girl. That's their business. I ain't got shit to do with that. But I hated when they split up because honestly, that lady fell apart and all these people were able to jump right in and then tear her whole life apart and put her under this conservatorship and keep her from her kid and all of this shit. It was fucked up. It's been so fucked up. But had he been there, I don't think this would have happened. If he'd have just managed not to get that girl pregnant, they'd probably still be together. She'd still have her show. I believe she'd be in a better mental state and everything. I don't think a lot of the shit that's happened would have happened. Okay? Now, on the other side of it, I'm going to say something else that people ain't going to like. Wendy Williams was a bitch to a lot of people in the business. For years, she couldn't get real stars, like real quality A-listers to even come on her show. Like a couple of seasons passed before real stars started coming on the show. Why? Because she had fucked up so many relationships. She had said so much effed up ish about people for years on the radio. That's why they all wanted to cuss her out, threaten her, and all that shit, right? Now, her husband kept her safe and kept her sober when she needed to be sober. He was policing a lot and people didn't even realize it until he wasn't there to police it anymore. So Analytical One said, yeah, I think he was a handler, Analytical One, because some people need them. I said it. Shit, I need a handler. You know any? I need a handler right now. Hi, my boo-boo. Hi, Only H.L. Loves. Yes, Kev was the one who handled all that damn business. He kept her straight. She had her snacks. She had her wigs. She had all the shit she wanted to do to make her wigs and sew at the house and eat her little shit she liked to eat and watch her television programs. Wendy didn't want much. She worked Monday through Thursday. They were off on Fridays. He would go spend the weekends with Sharina from Thursday to Sunday. Wendy knew about Sharina. She just did not accept the baby, and I don't fucking blame her. And had that nigga learned to manage his sperm better, he probably wouldn't be in this position he in now. He fucked it up, no doubt about it. But now that fucked up everything for even his own son, because now his son has to worry about his mother in a way that he never had to worry about her before, and probably would not have had to worry about her had they been together. I said what I said, and I know people don't like it, and I don't care. Okay? I'm just saying. Yeah. Yes, Miss Mad About Music, you're right. She was pregnant multiple times. Deal breaker was he wanted to have that baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. She wanted to have that baby. Is my understanding. Sharina wanted that baby. And he didn't want her to have the babies before. So I think she may have either miscarried or may have even I don't want to say aborted it, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. So, anywho, okay, let's get into it.
Well, I'm just saying someone who like really influences, who's really there, who really helps the brand get to where it needs. So now you blew up. You wasn't blown up. Now you blew up.
Okay, kind of like how Steve Harvey said he's now his
That's why, like, they added value to the situation, basically.
Yeah, like when I met you, you was maybe making a couple of $100,000. Now you're making fucking $4 million a year, and
okay,
he's been contributing to your success.
Okay, in that case.
Wait, hold on. Let me go back. What is he saying? Hold on. Go back a hair. I'm sorry, y'all.
brand get to where it needs. So now you blew up. You wasn't blown up. Now you blew up.
Okay, I like how Steve Harvey say he is now with his
With
wife.
his wife, like they added value to the situation, basically.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point. That's a great example. Does Marjorie Harvey, how long she been with Steve? They've been together about 15, but shit, might be going on 20 years now. I don't know how long they've been together. But what I do know is even Steve will tell you he wasn't making the money he was making. He wasn't living the life. He wasn't on the trajectory that he is on now until Marjorie came into his life. Now, I know y'all don't like Marjorie. I know people don't like Marjorie. Everybody says she opportunist, whatever. I don't give a fuck. All I know is when she got with that man, things changed for him. She didn't have his money. So tell me, what is, if she divorces Steve today, does she deserve half of what he's earned since they got married? Because I would say yes. I would say yes. Uh-huh. So, I don't know. What did she do again? Who we talking about? Who we talking about? Marjorie? Here's the thing. I don't have to go out and find the opportunities for you. I can just build you up, help you with, the things you may not know. Maybe I'll teach you how to sit at a table and eat a multi-course meal. Maybe I teach you etiquette. Maybe I introduce you to different cultural things. Maybe I just open you up to a world that you knew nothing about. And I'm there to support you through it and encourage you through it and partner with you through it. Right? So why is she, wait. Wait a minute here. The woman he chose said, I say yes too, but she wasn't instrumental in getting him business opportunities. Okay. I believe that we don't know. We don't know. I think that what she has done to support him helped position him in a way where he could get those opportunities and he wouldn't mess up those opportunities. Okay? So that's what I think. But guess what? Todd did. Todd did help Kandi get opportunities. Todd did support and execute her dreams and plans. He did that. So, and that's the part I guess I don't understand, that y'all, that a lot of people, I don't want to say y'all, but that there are people that don't get that. This man partnered with her and she has done so much better since she's been in this marriage with him. And that is just a fact. That we it's just a fact. So anyhow, okay.
Like when I met you, you was maybe making a couple of $100,000. Now you're making fucking $4 million a year, and he's been contributing to your success.
Okay, in that case, if they choose to get a house together, but once again, still in marriage, I would not do it if I was not married to the person, because that's what we're saying, right? Is this the topic?
No, yeah, not if we're not married.
If we're not married, now I can understand what you're saying. If the person is adding value to the relationship, and then they build it up, and that's to me, and that's another thing. What I'm saying,
let's just equate it to us. Let's equate it to us.
I'm about to equate it to us. What I'm saying is, when you and I got together in marriage, right, and we made more businesses, we made more, there are more things happening. Right. To me, the money that was made after marriage, that's a different conversation, because we both contributed, whatever. Mm-hmm. But the money I had when I came in this thing, but
nobody's talking about. That's not even part of the conversation.
No, but it is to me, because when you're talking about going into a house or a property, because that's what our conversation is about, right? Buying properties together. It's like, if I used my money from prior to purchase it, meaning like this house, for instance, no, I didn't feel like I should.
So a man can do the same thing. He can feel the same way. No, like, that's mine from before. You get your weight up. Mm-hmm. So you feel that way? You don't?
You didn't put my name on the jersey, crib.
The part you're missing. Stop.
I didn't fit it.
Kandi, you have to listen. Just listen. Wait. Listen for 1 second. I'm just asking you a question. If a guy has everything before the person, and he gets with them, and they talk about going to get a house, should the guy be like, well, you can't really contribute as much as I can, so we're just going to stay in the house that we have? or should he do it? Because you said I'm old fashioned, so it sounded like you were saying he should just do it regardless, but the female shouldn't.
Yeah, I
because
think
the guy should have he should have to step it up. So,
well, okay,
so you
let's
got
just say,
it's okay if you got a double standard on it. It's fine.
I do have a double standard.
Okay.
I already said that. I'm
Okay,
old fashioned in that way that I feel like if a man wants to put his family and step them up into a house that the wife can't afford or whatever, because like let's be for real, a lot of men want their wives to stop working. A lot of men want their wives to take care of home or just be there for them and cater to them, which is fine. But with that being said, you already know that you're the one that's putting in everything, and everything is dependent on your income, and your income is for both of us,
So
not just for you.
So female should be able to keep all of her own. That's what we feel. We feel like the female, regardless of how much she has, she should be able to keep her own, and the guy has to get his weight up.
Okay. I know situations where
I need somebody else to talk though. Come on, Ken. You got a lot of
okay.
situations.
Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I need somebody else to interject.
Child. Anyway, okay, wait. Let's talk about it all. Said he has a purpose in how he's moving. Marjorie helped him make his bag. He said that. And you don't think Todd helped her make hers? Are we going to sit here and suggest that these movie projects, these shows, these spinoffs, these Broadway productions, are we going to sit here and pretend that Todd didn't have anything to do with Kandi making the bag that she has made over the last 10 years? I know we ain't doing that, right? Because if we can excuse Marjorie, which I think is fine, because I think Marjorie is entitled to something because she did make a significant impact on him and kept his whatever it is she did, he says she did it. He says he didn't have it before she came along. So we can big up Marjorie, but we can't say shit about Todd because he a man. But y'all ain't saying shit about the fact that Kandi chose the man who could put her in this position at the end. Not only did she choose him, she married him, and then she had 2 babies with him. And now we gonna act like he wrong because he's asking for child support because he been the one with the kids more than she has. Child, I ain't going. You ain't gonna be able to do that to me. Okay. Let's talk about it all. Says she helped enhance his life too, as she should. He's supposed to do it for her. She's supposed to do it for him. I didn't hear you say Steve help Marjorie's lifestyle too. Why y'all won't play with both things equally? Huh? Golly. I swear. Okay. Let's listen, child. We ain't gonna never get through this.
I agree with Kandi, to be honest. I mean,
What do you say?
Any woman is gonna agree with that. Like, of course, they want a man to take over and do everything, and then at the end, we want it all. But
can I just rewind to one part?
Yeah.
You chose your partner.
Yeah, he chose.
Come on. And he chose you.
What did I just say? Oh my God. What did I just say? Huh? Didn't she? Didn't she pick you, Todd? And you picked her back. And y'all knew what the fuck both of y'all was getting into. So I don't want to hear this bullshit on today. I don't. But anyway, hey, Penny Dad. Thank you so much, Penny Dad. Because, girl, you ain't been a member for no 4 months, 6 months, or 8 months. You've been here for 10 months of membership. Penny Dad, thank you so much for being a member for 10 months. I love you and I appreciate your support. Penny Dad said, I think that Todd is due something. Thank you. I mean, come on. You know? Come on. I agree. So thank you so much. Hey, Jay Breezy. Analytical one said, how long ago was this recording? Todd was already building his support. I ain't trying to be funny. Look, I said this when we came out here. It was about 3-4 weeks ago. I did another one of these videos. This was from 2 years ago. Just to answer your question, analytical one. This from 2 years ago. But We watched one of these a couple of weeks back, about 3 weeks ago or so, and the whole time I was like, these motherfuckers are passive aggressive as hell, and I think Todd in particular is extremely passive aggressive. I really do think that. Because why else would you come out here? Because I feel like these are conversations they have had before, they have argued about before. And that is why uh, we are having these conversations now in public because they want to get, well, not they, I think Todd is trying to get support from the public and wants to have these conversations out loud because he didn't like the answers that he got in private. Now that is my belief because it ain't just this video, it's the one we did before. It's all the damn videos. I mean, there is a lot that is discussed in these damn Glam Squad meetups, and we are going to get into all of them because I got a feeling this shit is going to get messier and messier and messier, and I'm here for all of it. Did you hear me? I am. I'm here for it. Okay. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch all of it. I ain't gonna miss a beat. Okay. What you say? Hey, let's talk about it all. What you say, girl? She said, no one said that, V. You're saying it like he didn't make any money, only Kandi. Who said that? When did I ever say that? When did I ever say that he didn't make, wait, what? V, you're saying it like he didn't make any money, only Kandi. I'm making it sound like Todd didn't make any money and only Kandi made money. When did I do that? When did I ever do that? I did say as just an example that if he didn't make any money at all, and that's what she wanted to do was support him financially while he supported her with the kids, the house, the businesses, the projects, all of the shit that she wanted to do and accomplish that he has to execute a lot of times for her. I want to understand how that's not a contribution and how that doesn't set her up to make more money. That's what I want to understand. And that's the part that's beyond me. Like, I don't get why we are so set on saying, oh, Todd ain't shit and Todd don't or deserve shit and Todd shouldn't have them kids and Todd shouldn't get no money. Well, she set this up. She set this up. This is the man she married. She knew what he had and what he didn't have compared to what she had. And she said, this is the one I want. I love him. I want to be with him. We're going to grow a family. We have a great business together. I've even heard her talk about how instrumental he has been in all of her accomplishments in the last 10 years. So now all of a sudden, nobody else wants to acknowledge it, but Kandi has. But Kandi has. And I've watched it enough. So I guess my thing is, he wasn't just somebody that was sitting around just taking her money. He was doing things. He really was. And even though he might not have been making millions doing it, it was still beneficial to her. It was still beneficial to her. Hey, let's talk about it all. We're not going to sit here and go tit for tat. Okay. I'm just not going to keep doing this. All right. Look, nobody said she didn't have success. In fact, if you go back, I started off this conversation saying, Kandi was very successful. Kandi was a multimillionaire before she married him. I said all of that. But the truth is, she was not at the space that she is in now without Todd. Now, we may not, doesn't mean she couldn't have possibly gotten there. But the truth is, she said she wanted to EGOT. He went into action and helped her cultivate a space and projects and accomplishments so that she could get to a position where she could get an EGOT or she could be an EGOT winner. So she had goals and she expressed those goals to him. He helped her with them. She helped him. He helped her. That's a partnership. If there's a partnership, then I'm due some shit for the shit I did with our partnership. And somebody throwing around their money and how they spent it and all of that, that shit right there, that's not cool. Because if money was everything, why the hell aren't you alone in your bed with your money? There's some rich people out here that just want to be loved. That's all they want. So for her, the money wasn't important because she knew she was good. Doesn't mean that she wanted a nigga that was just gonna be lazy and wasn't doing shit. This man wasn't just laying up around the house doing nothing. This man right here was contributing to the household. He was. And contributing to her success, as a husband should. And if you're with a husband that's not contributing towards your success, then something wrong with you. You need a whole nother husband, because my husband had better contribute to my success and I had better contribute to his. And that's all I'm saying. It's not cool. It's not cool for us to just paint these pictures and make up this shit. I don't think that's cool. Um, wait. Sage said all she needs now is an Oscar, right? He elevated her. He knows all about production, which helped those plays they put on. She hasn't won a Tony. So she doesn't, shit, for all I know. Does she have an Emmy? Like, I don't know what she got. Does she have an Emmy? Does she have an Emmy? I don't know if she has an Emmy. Does she have a Grammy? Child, we need to go back and look and see what she got. I want to look it up while we on here. Does she even have, did Escape get Grammys? Or maybe she got a Grammy for like Scrubs. I bet she might have gotten a Grammy for that. But okay, let's listen.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, if you know he doesn't have what you have, that's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? That's a lot of pressure to say, yo, I'm not gonna put your name on my house. We can get a house, but you gotta be able to afford to take care of it all. It's almost like, why would
If you want your name on it.
Time out. But I married you, so if
Just
you
because marry a person don't give them the rights to.
Time out.
Not my brain.
Oh shoot. I didn't realize y'all didn't tell me that my title was wrong. Is the other live set up then? Am I in the wrong studio? The fuck? Hold on. Thank you, Lexi Moon. Okay, wait a minute. Let me look at this. Do I have another live that's waiting to go? And didn't? Oh my God. Child. My bad, y'all. Why didn't nobody tell me? Shit, y'all, I didn't know I had done that. Ooh, y'all. Okay. I didn't realize that. Thank you, Lexi Moon. I didn't see that. Okay. Let me change my damn title and shit. Okay. All right. Let's listen.
Right, because it's business. Once you're supposedly with somebody married, it's supposed to be like, we rock.
Oh, okay. So she does have the Emmy. She has a Tony? She got the Tony? What'd she get the Tony for? Did she get it for the Denzel play? Wait, she ain't got no Oscar. Pen Pal 50, she does not have no damn Oscar. Now, where'd she get an Oscar from? She might know a nigga named Oscar, but she ain't got no damn Oscars, okay? Now, where'd she get a fucking Oscar from? But I'm trying to figure out, when did she get a for piano lesson? Okay, so they did get the Tony for that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Tony, I think, was producer. Excellent. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. I was over there for about child. Y'all, I did not know about this damn. I'm so sorry for any confusion with the. Child, didn't even realize it. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
Right? So now if his shit blows up past you and he's on something like, no, I'm not putting your name on my shit because, remember, you get what I'm saying? Like, would you feel a way if...
Okay, because today everybody's already clear that it's so...
What's going on? Okay, come on now. Come on, buffering. Come on, buffering.
Divorce and all that. I think people should be very clear on...
y'all. Sorry, you guys, for the buffering. Ugh. Uh-oh. What happened? Yeah. We have to go, let's see.
into it, right?
Mhm.
So I think if a man's saying, hey, if he want to go into first of all, the first house, if he already had it when y'all moved in, definitely he ain't putting your name on it more than likely. Unless,
If you
I
got
know
married?
some women be like, I ain't moving in here unless we
Right,
this, and that.
right.
So I mean, I guess if that's
Which is
what,
smart.
if that's
Why
what
is
they
that
agree
smart?
to,
Smart.
fine.
I just think that if you're gonna move in with somebody, you need to have your name. As a woman, you just have to have your own spot.
But even if you have nothing to contribute, I gotta go buy a house and put your name. A house that's I already have a
you
house.
don't have to move in with
No,
somebody.
time out.
You can
I already
have
have
it
a
set
house.
up to where,
I already have a house. Now you want me to go get another house and then put your name on it, but you can't contribute as much.
right. Well, that's when you get in the related, Lord forbid, the people break up, and then the person take the house, and then you got to pay them all this money just so they can keep maintaining a house that
Right.
they can't even afford.
I done
So
invested
to
in
me,
something that you can't
I
afford,
think-
and we break up, and now I got to take care of that anyway.
Right, and that's why
So,
to me,
does that make
I would
sense?
think it would make more sense to say, hey, if we ever break up, we would
Sell the house.
we would sell this house,
Put you in
and you would
something
stay in something
you could afford.
not put you in the hood, and that, especially if we got kids together.
Right.
Wait, what now? Wait, what now? Oh, this is very timely, isn't it? Well, how timely is this? Okay, hold on one second, y'all. I'm trying to I fixed the title. Okay, I did fix the title. Copy. Okay. I did fix the title, child. And yeah. Paste. Okay. Just want to get that done right away. Okay. So let's listen. What now? What would happen if y'all broke up? Okay. If we broke up. Okay, let's listen.
Break up, and now I got to take care of that anyway.
Right, and that's why
So,
to me,
does that make
I would
sense?
think it would make more sense to say, hey, if we ever break up, we would
Sell the house.
we would sell this house.
Put you-
Say what now? What was that? Now that's 2 years ago. What would y'all do? Y'all sell this house. Okay. Okay. Let's listen.
You
something
would stay in something
you could afford.
not put you in the hood, and that, especially if we got kids together.
Right.
But maybe it wouldn't be this house.
So you would buy Todd a house because you would want your kids to be comfortable. I would do that. If it's about my kids being comfortable, I'm gonna make sure he as long as I know this nigga ain't gonna bring bitches around my kids, and he's gonna be good to my kids, and I know my kids are safe with him, then I'm gonna make sure he's comfortable. If I got the money, fuck him, but my kids gonna be comfortable. So he gonna get the byproduct of my generosity because I care about my kids. I don't see nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Okay, but let's listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I think there needs to be some type of communication understanding. I feel like, yes, as women, most of the time for years, all the way into what's the era when women really start getting their rights to, work and vote and all that, back and all the way up until the 80s, it was already understood that men had to take care of everything. It's just in this new era of it's not new anymore, but I guess all the way the 90s, late 80s throughout, 80s throughout, right? Women became more working, getting their own, doing their own, becoming more educated and all that type of stuff. But 70s and earlier, that's why their mentality is different because it was already set in stone. A man's supposed to take care of everything. You know what I mean? But then there was so many situations where women got left with the house and nothing to take care of it because men would refuse to pay or whatever. So women started being like, fuck
But I think the difference
I
think the difference with all of that is when a man had to take care of home, the female usually was at home taking care of everything else, right? But I think now men have to take care of home and the female's not at home taking care of anything.
Well, right, times have changed. Now women are working,
and
they
that's
have
whether-
goals, they have things they want to do. They're not just sitting there taking care of your kids.
No, they may not. No, they may not be at home whether they're working or not. Like a lot of women don't even be home, and a lot of women want to just be taken care of and then still won't be home. You have a couple of friends.
Ooh.
I'm just
You know
saying.
what?
I'm just saying they do. They want
do
to.
that.
They want the life, but they not homemakers. They're not.
Don't do that.
What?
I can't even think of one of your friends that do that.
Yeah, me either.
Hey man. Hey man.
You talking about associate?
Yeah.
Hey man. I didn't say a name. I don't even know, but I'm pretty
Oh, I know
sure.
who you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure there's a couple of them around. But at the end of the day, I think that.
Hold on one second. CJ says she wouldn't have been in EGOT running with anyone else. Todd did help in that running. She had the Grammy for Scrubs, but how long ago was that? Thank you. Scrubs was in the 90s. In the 90s. And wait a minute, Scrubs, but how long ago was that? The Emmy and Tony came in 2023. Hello. So again, he was very instrumental in that shit. And I don't think that we should be like, turning our nose up at that. I think that the level of support somebody can give you is not about money all the time. Money probably plays a huge part, but it's not about money all the time. Okay. Joyce Williams says she has a Grammy for No Scrubs song and Lifetime Achievement Award. 1125. What's the Lifetime Achievement Award for what? Because what did she get an Emmy for in 2023? What she get an Emmy for? Not Real Housewives, did she? She got an Emmy, or did she get a Lifetime Achievement Award from who? That's what I don't know. Who gave her a Lifetime Achievement Award, Joyce?
I think.
What are y'all doing?
What?
What?
Are y'all over there mouthing stuff that the people sitting up here trying to read your lips?
They can't see.
Y'all not even talking though. Can I get something from y'all?
Anyway.
What?
What y'all think? Like,
I already told you.
I don't
going in because I'm not going into a relationship looking to break up.
No.
Okay, so let me.
so you're okay? Somehow. So Jody, you're okay with going in, even if you're not married. You're cool with buying property, commingling funds. But if you break up, then what happens? Like, because the thing is, sometimes when you break up, you're not happy. Somebody's mad. How do you figure it out to where you don't mess up your credit, you don't mess up your finances?
I mean, first of all, I'm not going to buy a house that I can't afford to take care of on my own anyway.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Both your names is on it. So now when he's leaving, he talking about he wants it. You talking about you want it.
That's the problem.
Like you said, we can sell it just like women.
Hold on. So she doesn't. I didn't realize she had an Emmy or the Tony. So y'all said she literally won the Tony, because Joyce is saying she was nominated for the Tony and Emmy. I didn't realize she had the Tony, because I would have thought that would have been a big deal, because she did just do that play and for Denzel, with Denzel on it rather. And then now she's on Broadway right now. I think that's one of the reasons why she's on Broadway, because she always dreamed of being on Broadway. Let me look, y'all. Kandi Burruss EGOT status. Now, where's she at? Okay, it says Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony status, holding a Grammy for songwriting for No Scrubs, and securing both Emmy and Tony nominations. She didn't, but she still needs an Oscar and a Tony to win. Okay, so she does not have a Tony or an Oscar. Does she have where'd she get this Emmy from? I'm just curious. Emmy and Tony nomination. The video shows reacting to. So she even got an Emmy nomination. She doesn't even have an Emmy, y'all. All she has is the Grammy. She was nominated for La Musica de la Familia. Is that what she's in right now? That might be that. And it says she was. Oh no. Wait, that was an Emmy? So that was on TV. So I don't know what that was that she was in. Then the Tony, she was nominated for co-producing The Piano Lesson, and Oscar she needs to win. So she hasn't won anything but a Grammy, y'all. She's still in struggle mode. Okay. Anyway, okay, let's listen. I mean, I'll take your struggle any day, Kandi. Don't get me wrong. I'm just a broke bitch over here talking about rich folk shit. Okay. Don't even worry about it. Okay. Okay. I don't mean nothing. I don't mean no harm, boo. Okay. Sage said, but she's still in EGOT running. So is everybody else who got at least one of them awards. The hell? Anybody could say that if they got an Emmy, a Tony, an Oscar, or a Grammy. Everybody could say, we in the running. Now, my son's daddy got 10 Grammys. Is he in the running for an EGOT too? And I don't know nothing about it. I guess he in the running too. Shit. I don't know, CJ. I don't know, child. Okay, let's listen.
We can sell it and go 50-50. Same situation.
It's always cool when it's not happening. It's like, yeah, we can just sell it. You'd be mad as fuck if you in there with your kids talking about pack your stuff up.
I wouldn't. I love
Uncle Daddy want us to sell it, so we gotta sell it and give him half the money.
Not Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Teddy. Hell no.
Yeah, that ain't. I hear you, Jody. That sounds good, but I don't know if you're gonna be
I'm
just kind of
absolutely against
nonchalant
it.
about
Okay,
it.
I'm absolutely against it. A woman should always have her own.
So, okay, so question. So, would you rather, so y'all dating, right? What if you're like a long-term dater, right? So, me and my boyfriend been together 5 years.
Why
So-
hasn't he married you yet?
Huh?
Why hasn't he married you yet?
I mean, that's not a question you should be asking me.
Ooh.
That is.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying, in your scenario that you're presenting, a set scenario, and I'm asking, what's the situation? Why haven't y'all been married yet? In your
Look,
scenario
they can't see you.
They hear it. They-
Anyway, so we've been together for
Yeah,
a while.
anyway.
Just let me move
Right.
on.
Because that's like not even part of the question.
No,
but
but
anyway.
that's what I wanna
Well, we
know.
can bring him
That's the
on.
question that we wanna know.
Hold on, we're gonna call him in, brother. Why haven't you married her yet?
Right.
Well, she be tripping.
So, anyway.
I mean, I could say.
Wait, let her finish.
Okay.
Look, let me say this, y'all. I ain't trying to be funny, but look at Todd's eyes. Them babies ain't, look. Blaze better watch out because she ain't got no choice but to turn around and look up, and she gonna have 2 raccoon eyes too. My God, today. Oh, my God, my God, my God. Because look at the bottom of his eyes. They a little dark too. They ain't that dark, but they're a little dark. And we saw how dark Kandi's eyes were, child. My God. Okay.
So anyway, so what I'm saying is we've been together 5 years and we kind of moved, like I said, we started together in 3 days, moved together in 4, right?
Oh.
Did you
So-
put his name on your house?
Oh, you talking about
No.
your personal situation? That's why you're so offended. My bad.
I'm not offended, it's just
Oh, I
not
didn't
part
hear
of
you
the
talking about
question.
yourself. I thought you was giving a hypothetical situation.
So,
Okay, Taylor Renee with the.
right. So,
And ma'am, it is still your question too. If somebody says, why aren't you married yet? If she was talking about you and your personal situation, the answer is not you need to ask you don't need to ask me. No, we do need to ask you, because who else is gonna set the boundary? Who else is gonna set the expectation? Well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait. This nigga may never want to marry me. And if I don't want to get married, that's okay. But if I want to be married, and I think I want to be married with you, we need the time frame. Okay, I'm gonna need some time frames on the table. We need to figure this shit out. Okay. Ay. Okay, let's listen.
I lost my train of thought.
So he hasn't married you yet, but you would put his name.
So no, so if we're gonna live together, because you know most people do live together. Like people ain't just living in their own houses for 5 years, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all gonna get an apartment together, and you know, depending on your standards, the apartment. Like when I used to rent apartments, it was like $3,000.
Okay.
Now I got my house, and it's like $2,400.
So that's
I
your.
got a nice ass
You have a
house.
mortgage?
Yeah,
Okay.
but no, I didn't put his name on it because we're not married.
Oh, but you said you would. You didn't really care.
I would, but also he wasn't, you know, like he was still growing. Remember, my man is younger, so.
Mm-hmm.
So when he gets to a point you feel he's.
But I feel like if he was established just like I was, I would have put both of our names on it.
Right.
So.
And not be married.
Yeah.
But why? To me, it's like, if we ain't even married, to me, you ain't totally committed. That means you ain't totally sure if you gonna be with me forever.
Exactly.
Right?
So why am I buying
putting
property?
Yeah, why am I buying property with you?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna be
why you-
honest.
Part.
I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
why are they with you if they can't marry you?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm with y'all now. Like at first, I wasn't with it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna be in your shit, paying your bills, paying the mortgage with you or whatever, putting down payments with you. Then I need my name on it. But
Well,
I
then
get
if
it.
that's the case, then you just need to break up then.
No, I just need to have my own shit, and you have your own shit. And
Exactly.
I come over and kick it at the shit you buying, but you got to pay all your own bills. You can't use my credit along with your credit to make, to get the loan. You do your own thing.
Sure.
You do your own thing. I'll rent my shit and I'll come kick it. Or
Okay,
you come
but
kick it
y'all
at
do
mine.
know
Or y'all
that
can still stay
y'all
together, but you
happily
just have
married
another
people can
property.
still get divorced. Y'all do know that, right?
You said what?
Y'all happily
Yes,
married
and
people
there are
can still get
rules.
divorced.
There are rules
Yes,
for
but-
people
but
who
when-
are
but when you
getting
divorce-
It don't matter. You
People
can do
are
the
just
same thing.
No, he
Oh.
told you his own situation in which
It didn't
work
yeah,
out like
work
that.
that
He
way.
had to go through a whole court
And I was
situation.
open to
Yeah,
her
then
just
18
taking a
years later.
place. But the person has to be
Some
able to
people
read.
still getting divorced 18 years
No,
later.
you're missing the
No,
point.
you're
You're missing the
totally
point. Think of it this way. Think me and you got a place. It doesn't work anymore. When you go to refinance it, you might not have enough income to show that you can afford it by yourself. So now we stuck in it together until we can figure out how you can refinance it by yourself.
Right.
So now I'm stuck in it. I don't live with you.
And if you ain't paying the bills,
And then-
that's fucking his credit.
And then if you can't pay the bills this month or that month, then I got to cover it or it's going to ding my credit. So now I'm looking crazy. We're not married.
You don't move on.
Exactly. And I can't even force you to sell it. Unless we go through a
that's
big
not
court
good.
proceeding. Now it costs me another $20,000 in court fees for some shit you said. I promise if it don't work out. You know, because people...
Not a verbal promise.
Yeah, because, well, that's what it is when you're not married. If you're married...
It is, right?
Yeah, if you're married, it's a divorce and shit has to go a certain way and it is what it is. Wow.
Yeah, when it's divorce, they make you make a decision about those things.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think this, though, I'm going to be real with y'all. For y'all women who are bosses and have all of this money and got this extra shit.
Why are you saying it like that?
No, because I think, you know, I understand the double standard, but I think you also need to understand the man that you're with, the man that you chose and you're allowed to choose you, that you can't be so mine. You know what I mean? You have to open up within reason. I'm not saying going by no niggas, no Bentleys and doing dumb shit, but you got to invest in y'all and y'all future, and you got to let your man feel like a man in those scenarios. Because with all the money that you have, you know, you can end up by yourself. You know what I mean? Because at times that type of energy of it's mine. No, I'm just being honest as a man. I'm just giving you my honest opinion.
Okay.
As you continue to be like it's mine, it's hard to hear someone say it's mine in a relationship that's supposed to be it's ours. And not saying, and not, can I talk? Can I talk? And it's not about, hey, I got this 10 million, let me give you 5. It's not that. It's more so just knowing like, yo, we got each other, you know, whatever. Let's build, let's make it happen. But when you hear a person say mine a lot, that shit sticks. Believe me, I'm telling you.
What?
Wait, hold on.
That's
So you
it.
been
Say
on
mine.
just 2 seconds ago. You said you was fine with your dad not being in the house. So what is the
No, I am fine. And I think you missed the point. It's not about the house.
What is
It's
it about?
about
I'm just
mine. That's yours. This is mine. When you get into a marriage and that you're in and you're trying to,
So what are we saying mine about?
this is not even, and I don't know if you feel guilty. I'm
No,
not even
'cause you
directing this.
I'll be honest. I do feel like Kandi don't be listening. I do feel like that. I don't feel like she's always fully engaged in the conversation. I don't know. I feel like sometimes shit goes over her head. Sometimes I don't like when we watched another one of these videos. It was some of the child. There's a video I want to show y'all where this girl literally. Were we watching that one where she got up because Todd was over here talking about how controlling she was, and then she got up and basically took on basically kind of took over the live and shit. I mean, basically, it was just a mess. It was a mess. There's something else I was gonna say. I read earlier. Oh wait, here we go. Tanya B here said, "Damn, they said L.A. Reid done settled. Ain't no trial. I was waiting to be nosy on this trial. Child, we talked about that. Girl, you gonna have to rewind, honey. We done read the article, talked about it and everything. I told a little story about this lady I know that used to date him, and Pebbles came and anyway, child, it's the whole thing. So anyway, go girl. Yes, we know. We done talked about him. We done talked about Christian Gold. Okay. And now we're talking about, Kandi and Todd, child. Okay. All kinds of court-ish on today. All right, let's listen.
Hey, I'm just letting you know because I know. As if you already know the people gonna think you talking about us.
No, I didn't say that. I said this is my. I said this is my opinion as a man. Like even in your situation, say if you walk around and you like, well, that's mine. That sticks to your person. Like your person, like, damn.
As a married woman and me not saying it's ours, yes.
Yes, if you walk around and say mine a lot, that does trick. I'm not saying the trick is anything negative, but it's definitely felt. And I'm not saying it's.
I had this problem with my ex-husband. He would do that from time to time. And that made me so uncomfortable and so insecure. If he got mad, he might pull that. Now, he ain't never treat my son like that, but if he got mad at me, he would treat me like that. And that right there, because he did not want me to work. See, it's a setup. It was a scheme that he set up. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't want me to work. I told y'all I believe that he had something to do with the fact that I got laid off from the crazy ass uh harassing boss I had that fixed us up in the first place. That I think that once I got engaged, honey, that was when they had a conversation. And then because I told you my boss had lost business, so he was gonna have to lay somebody off. And I think he felt like, oh, she'll be fine. Baby, as much as I hated that job, I did not like not having my own money, because I did not like, and it was last minute before I even moved in with my husband, because I did not, want to live with a man without marriage. And then two, I just felt a way about not having my own space. And child, so I don't ever want to be in that position again. Another reason why I will voluntarily go and have a prenup drawn up, child. Sure will.
And it's not about us. We're solid. You know how I roll. I don't give a fuck about no house. I don't give a fuck about a lot of shit. All I'm saying for people out there, my boss women, that these are things that you have to kind of monitor. You know what I mean?
If you're married.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, married. If you're not married, it doesn't matter.
If you're not married, it's
Yeah.
yours, baby. It's all yours. You work for it. You ain't got to share with nobody.
Right, but what I will say is,
And it's not even
now-
about sharing. It's just the way you word things and how you know what I mean?
I thought this was a conversation about credit, but y'all done turned it
No,
into something.
it was the wrap up. It was the wrap up that.
Okay, well, let me say this. Okay,
Yeah.
you saying, I mean, I agree. Like, I always made it a very serious effort not to, like, I never wanted to be one of those type of women that be like, oh, this is my house. Or every time you get argued, be like, get out, this is my house. Like, I never did that, ever. But at the end of the day, I personally feel you cannot be sharing credit with somebody that, because, like, when y'all break up, they're not going to care about your credit. That's the point. So if y'all just dating and both of y'all got names or names tied into credit, they're not going to care about your credit. Their future girlfriend, future wife, or whatever is not going to be studying your credit, right? She going to be totally focused on this ain't working in our and their family dynamic when he moves on from you. So you got to, like, really be realistic and be like, okay, the credit is something you got to protect. Good credit can be better than money, or is better than money, realistically. So you ain't just be giving your good credit to everybody. Okay? Don't do it. Don't
Well,
put your name on nobody's car. Don't put your name. That was something my mom always told me.
I
I
think
ain't
we
put my name on nobody's car. Nobody's. What?
You're a little off track, but
No, because
this
that's what the conversation was about, credit, right?
It was people's
Yeah,
property.
it was like
purchasing
purchasing
things
before
together.
marriage, but then we got into some other things, and I was just saying how the mind thing for the boss women, they should monitor that when you're dealing with someone who has less than you. You know what I mean? That's all I was saying.
We still wrapping it up. I'm telling them a word, honey, a word. Do not co-sign for nothing if you ain't married. Simple as
Exactly. Yep. No cars, no houses, boats. Don't do none of it.
No property.
Till you get married, don't do it, man. It ain't worth it, man.
Because you be over there trying
Because
to.
I know
fix
you.
your
I know you got a
credit,
friend.
make your life
I know you got a
right, and change
friend or a homie that's done it. Learn from their mistakes.
That part. Sage said, she is just like her mama, and if she don't watch it, she's gonna be alone and bitter like Mama Joyce. Ay. I mean, I do feel like Kandi has a good heart, and I don't know enough about her to think, negative things about her per se. The way she gets down is how I get down, as far as, like, in her personal life or her relationships or whatever. But as far as her friends, it sounds like she's pretty generous with them, and she exposes her friends and business partners and stuff to new things. And I wanted to see her happy and in a relationship, because you could tell she really wants to be in a relationship. She really wants to be loved. Now, I don't know, though. Do y'all think that there's a possibility? Well, I ask y'all that at the end. I'll ask you at the end.
All right, Jody, what's your wrap up?
I don't have one.
So, Jody, are you in a mood over there?
No.
She always falls to the back. She started off good and strong, then she died out. All right, Tay Renee, what's your wrap up for today?
My wrap up is, if you work hard for what you got, it's yours until you get married. That's it.
But once you get married, then what?
Once you get married, everything you have, you share with your spouse.
Okay, wait. You never did answer what you thought about if the man had all the money and the woman didn't have none. Then what you do?
Does he
I
still?
don't suggest women move in with men with a whole bunch of money just because they got a whole bunch of money. I just said that a woman should have her own property or her own place. And until they're married, she should move in with that $1 million man or whatever. I think she should always have her own.
So she should get herself together
as much as she wants.
So she should get herself together first before even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you should be able to.
Like I agree with.
Let me tell you this. If there's a millionaire man, okay, if there's a millionaire man that wants me so bad, and he wants me to move in with him so bad, okay, and I don't feel comfortable moving in with him because I don't know, I don't have my own money or I don't have this or that, then that millionaire man needs to put a little account for me over to the side. You heard me? If that man want to be with me, and he a millionaire, right? He's millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I'm going to need bruh man to put a whole account with my name on it only, a good amount of money in it. Yeah. Pay off my bills, and then I'll move in with you. Okay? I'll move right on in there. I sure will. Okay? This is a millionaire man, right? Okay. Because I can handle myself with a broke nigga at this point. Okay? Broke, no broke. But if but if there's a millionaire man and he loved me that much, he really want me in his life, baby, he gonna put some money to the side and in an account with my name on it. And it's got to be enough money where I feel comfortable that if I had to get up and go, I could go find me a place to live and I wouldn't have to really worry about anything for a minute. If not ever. But, for at least a minute. Okay, you're gonna have to give me some time to regroup and figure out my life at that point. But and then I'm not gonna marry nobody broke, rich, or in between without a prenup. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm telling you, there's beauty in a prenup. Okay, now let's listen. They're wrapping it up. We got about a minute and a half left.
The lifestyle, if you want to just live that lifestyle,
Because you don't never want
He
to
could just,
dump you and then you be sitting there looking
and
crazy.
then you gotta
Right.
wait for the courts and everything, so you'll just be in a situation.
Right.
So that's what I recommend.
I like that, Tay. I like that,
I
Tay.
mean, the other thing that I hate for women and young women especially, when they think they done caught them dude with some paper, right? And then they be like, oh, they get pregnant or whatever. They think having a baby is gonna get them big child support. Now, some states,
Not in Georgia.
Just happened. Oh, and now
maybe
we at the end.
California, maybe, but in Georgia, they don't really be giving.
Come on now. Oh, come on. Come on with it. Come on with it.
No big child support like that.
Oh, Lord. Jesus. Ooh, the devil is busy. Y'all saying, well, we down to the last minute, y'all. We is down to the last minute. Ay, ay, ay. Yes, we are. Hey, Prima Wanda, make sure that millionaire is not on the account. Oh, he will not be on the account. I want him to buy me a car that his name will not be on, and I need to make sure it's paid off. Okay. All right. So there's that. I need the title. Okay. I need that in my motherfucking name. I need a car. I need a good amount of money. At a minimum, I want 6 figures. You a millionaire, right? At a minimum, I want 6 figures in that damn account. You heard me? Okay, good. Just so we're clear. Now, I don't know how many millions you got. Look, if you in the billionaire club, then I'm gonna need 3 mil. Okay, but if you not in the billionaire club, we can talk about it. I can be a thousandaire. I ain't mad at it, but you're gonna put some in this damn account because you are not gonna have me in a situation where I can't get up and get the fuck out. Nope. Because I'm gonna be heartbroken. I'm gonna need to get up out of here, find me a place to live, find me a bed that's comfortable so I can cry in it and eat my bonbons and watch my sad movies and listen to some sad ass slow songs. That's what I'm gonna need. I ain't gonna have the ability to go to work because I'm gonna be too fucking busy crying, eating, and watching TV. Shit. Okay, now let's get this last minute.
People, and they be looking up there looking real crazy.
All right, well, we
Like,
gonna,
even if
babe.
you get
We gonna talk about that one on our next show.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
All right, but I did get close to finishing Candy's look, so we gonna put it in the video for y'all at the end.
All right, we out. I was trying to make these videos a little shorter, but full story Candy.
Sorry.
See, back before
Why
you.
it gotta be always me?
Her favorite word. See, before you, baby. It was.
I didn't even go in it before
Hey,
you
yo.
this time, did I?
All right, y'all. What we gonna say? We out.
Peace, y'all.
Later. Jody, say bye.
Bye.
Jody back
Jody
there.
mad over there.
I don't know if she mad. Jody started off with a good.
Over there got booty.
I'm not
She start-
I'm working on it.
She started off with good energy and then she die out. So we got to make these videos short. Later.
Peace.
We ain't gonna get repeat that.
First of all,
What up, y'all? It's your boy.
Peace, nigga. Peace. Okay, we are out. All right. So this is what I was gonna ask. What was it I was gonna ask? I was gonna ask something about this is what I was gonna ask. Do y'all think that Kandi will be happier if she can be allegedly, let's say she is actually, let's say she in the closet. She has made it clear she likes girls, and Todd and she have had, threesomes. That's their thing. Okay. But do you think that she really, really, really would prefer to be with girls? And if so, do you think she'd be happier if she and this Fatum person can go off and live happily ever after? Thank you, Prima Wanda, for the super chat, by the way. What y'all think about that? Huh? No? Uh-oh, Tanya B said yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm wondering, maybe. Now, then here's the next question. Look, we got about 5 more minutes before Native Tribe Urban Media goes live. Okay, for I'll do it on Monday. But I asked about we should be happy. Oh, do you think, or what do you think Mama Joyce would think about Kandi being excuse me, a lesbian? Excuse me, a open lesbian. How would Mama Joyce react to that? And I wonder too, because we all know that they get down, they do threesomes and stuff. It's common knowledge, it's public knowledge. That means her mama must know about it. What do you think her mom thinks about that? Child, ain't no way. My mother would literally kill. I know you ain't supposed to be saying them words like that, but baby, I can't find a better one. When I tell you my mother would unalive me if I was running around here talking about I'm doing threesomes and shit. Me and my husband, we on national television, and I'm over here talking about we do threesomes. Baby! Child, my mama would kill me and then resuscitate me only so she could take me over to the church and have them pray over me before she killed me again. Do you understand what I am saying to you? Jesus, you absolutely are, Prima Wanda. Prima Wanda said, to me, you're asking for trouble in your marriage if you invite someone. You absolutely are. Don't let nobody in your damn bed. And they have multiple people in their bed. And it sounds like Fatum stay in their bed. Both of them. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that. The woman in the show says she was happy with Todd till she found out he was entertaining other women. No, but I'm saying, but Mama Joyce. And do we know that for sure? Like, I know that's a rumor, but where is that at? In some court papers somewhere? Because I ain't heard that to be in the court papers. I've heard a lot of people saying that, I heard that that's a rumor. But anyway, y'all, I have enjoyed you. We're gonna have to do this Zoom tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow night is Tuesdays, a Taco Tuesday with Native Tribe Urban Media over here at the VLenore Show. So we will be here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. But maybe before that, we can do our Zoom, because honestly, y'all, I apologize because I didn't expect that this would get so rowdy over here tonight. Okay. Now, look, let me get y'all in the mood. Now, this man gonna start his show in 2 minutes, but let me get y'all in the mood, okay? Because let me see which one of my jams I want to play. I don't care. I like wrapped up in my love. I'm about to play a little bit of that, and then we're gonna get the hell out of here, okay? Just a little bit. I ain't gonna play those.
Take my heart in your hand. Being vulnerable doesn't make me less than a man. All I can do is promise you I will do the best I can to lift you up and be your biggest fan, and give you all of this love. Harmony in the velvet quiet of a purple dust. A dream stirs gentle as a butterfly's wing. In it, a vision of a soul robust glimmers through the night, a celestial thing. Beneath the indigo sky saturated gaze, there dances a queen with midnight in her hair. Her eyes like stars that in the heavens blaze, capture the universe's boundless flare. Come get wrapped up in my love. Love, I promise that it won't cost a thing. Forever, I promise you with this ring. I want you wrapped up in my love. You and me in L-O-V-E. Ain't no place I'd rather be. In every line of form is gently traced, radiates the warmth of summer's embrace. Her laughter, a melody pure and clear, rings like chimes when only angels are near. She walks in beauty like the night's on muse. Her skin a canvas for the moon's soft hues. A spirit woven from the night's cool air, with whispers of jasmine caught in her hair. Come get wrapped up in my love. Love, I promise that it won't cost a thing. Forever, I promise you with this ring. I want you wrapped up in my love. You and me in L-O-V-E. Ain't no place I'd rather be. Oh, how the rivers of my dreams converge. Dawn, the sanctuary where our souls might merge. She a symphony in the color of space, moves with a grace that time cannot erase. Her voice a lullaby in a wind soft sigh, speaks a love that never whispers goodbye. Her touch a solace in the spinning world. In her embrace all my fears come unfurled. Come get wrapped up in my love. Love, I promise that it won't cost a thing. Forever, I promise you with this ring. I want you wrapped up in my love. You and me in L-O-V-E. Ain't no place I'd rather be in. Together, we'd ride the purple rain's refrain.
All right, y'all. Let's go over here and check out our boy Native, okay? I love y'all. See you tomorrow. Smooches.
No.
VLenore.